Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bones Unfiltered Podcast. I'm your host, Bones. And today I got a very special guest. It's a good friend of mine, all the way from Washington. His name is Mike Clasey. He is a blues artist as well as the owner of Locked and Loaded Records. So, welcome, Mike. Glad to have you on the platform today, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me in here. It's been a long time.
It has been a while. You can tell his setup's way cooler than mine. Just looking at the back of him, and I've got a fucking sheet behind me, so I'm living large right now. But
it's not about what you have; it's how you use it, right?
it's how you run with it. That's right.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I'm so glad to have you on here. Mike is, for those who don't know, he's a huge supporter. He's a huge supporter of a lot of things, but he's definitely a huge supporter of local artists trying to get started. He himself does a lot of blues singing. He owns a restaurant. He is a self-made man. He's got a whole lot going on, and from the great state of Washington. So he's not too far from Oregon. I think you're 20, 30 minutes from Oregon.
Yeah, 20. It's like 30 minutes from Portland, right at the border.
Yeah, so he's nowhere near me. I'm on the other side of the earth in comparison to him. Hopefully one day, though, we're going to meet in person and do all the good stuff.
I've got to get over and see you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're going to go to that award show or not, but if you do,
then, I'm planning on it.
Are you planning?
I do believe I got tickets.
Hell yeah, brother.
If she comes in today, I might have to go to the site again. Or I'm sure you have it too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
because I think I got 2 tickets.
And what we're talking about, for those who don't know, is obviously, you've heard us talk about it before on the podcast, the new award show that's being hosted by Southern Lights Entertainment. And thankfully, Mike's going to be there, so I'll get the opportunity here in November 14th to actually meet him and hang out with him in person, which is what I've been wanting to do for a very, very, very long time. However, when he's on one side of the United States and I'm on the other, it makes it a little difficult, besides hopping a plane and flying out.
Yes.
So Mike, some things that we've talked about, or maybe we even haven't discussed, is how did you get your start in the music industry, period?
So I've always sang karaoke. I've ran karaoke. I didn't know I could sing until I was like 20 something years old. And I sang a song, and my ex-wife and my sisters are like, "Oh my God, your voice and this and that." So I just kept doing karaoke. And then one day I went into one of the local bars, and a buddy of mine was in there, and he goes, "Dude, I want you to run karaoke." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll run karaoke. What's the worst that can happen? I screw it up." So that's way back when they had, CompuHost or something like that. Way back in the karaoke day. It was like the early 90s.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. And so I started that and then ran with that. And then I kept singing and kept singing. I do, just like I said, just karaoke. And then my mom said, "You need to go on The Voice." I'm like, "Nah." Well, first it was American Idol. I'm like, "Mom, I'm too old." At this point, I'm like 40 something years old. And I'm like, "I'm too old. Can't do it." And then The Voice came out. And then she kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me. And I'm like, "Nope, I'm good. I just like karaoke." Because I, growing up, could not speak in front of anybody.
Oh, really?
Nope. Yeah. Nope.
No doubt.
Even standing up and doing tests and, that kind of stuff, and speaking at school stuff. And I'm like, "Nope, I'm good."
So once you learned how to sing, that was your outlet of communication.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I was never a good speaker. Didn't really talk to many people. Didn't hang out with too many people. But just, had fun singing, enjoying music.
And you said at one point in time, you said you actually ran the karaoke. So you were the DJ at I guess the local bar near you, or was it?
It was Charlie's Bar and Grill. And if any of my people, I can't see the comments, so I don't know who's in here.
Oh, you know what? Let me put the comments on, because I haven't seen yet either.
Yeah. I tried to do that, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that thing.
I don't think anybody's commented. Nobody's commented yet.
Oh, okay. So anyway, but yeah, I started doing that at one of our local bars. I did it for 7 years. I was always a union industrial painter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started out when I was 18, went in the union, and since retired because I got injured. But yeah, that's what I did as my career. But at nighttime, it's like 4 hours a night. I got paid like $200-300. So I
No
mean, I
shit.
was making good money. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm 40 some years old. I'm killing it.
I
And
didn't even
then
know they had a union for a painters union.
yeah,
Is that
oh yeah,
is that attached to something else, or is it
yeah.
specifically
It's
a painters
painters and
union?
drywall or something like that. It's
No
one of the
shit.
lowest paid unions in the United States.
No doubt.
Yeah, our journeymen only make like $23 an hour.
No
Yeah,
shit.
but I was an industrial painter and I did all the bridges. So of course we got prevailing.
Oh, you probably got
Yeah.
that little hazardous on that
Oh
too,
yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
you were
Lead abatement and stuff like that.
dude. So
Yeah.
did you have to learn to like rappel and then paint and then or scale the shit
Yeah,
while you were doing it, or
we
did they have
normally had
platforms? Or
scaffolding, but like the stadiums that we did, we had a
mm-hmm.
Bozeman chair. That's what it's called. It's this little, the old school elementary school chairs, those little
Yeah. Oh yeah.
plastic
Uh huh.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd make that, but they'd hook up ropes to it, and then they'd lower you down, and then you paint. They'd lower you down, and you paint. You'd be up, hundreds of feet in the air in this chair. That if that rope broke, you were done.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And I
I
did some
couldn't do
big,
that, dude.
yeah, I did
There
some
ain't
big
no
bridges.
way.
Did the
Oh,
Tacoma Narrows Bridge, which is way up there, and then the Astoria Bridge, which is I don't even know how far it is to the top. But yeah,
damn nation.
it's
So did you say you did an arena?
yeah. So we did a lot of baseball arenas, football arenas. We also did like tank farms, like where they store the petroleum and oil and stuff.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Damn, that's cool. And how
yeah.
many years you say you did that?
35.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Damn, you
retired at
started young, bro.
yeah, 18
Like
years old.
18.
Yeah, I was in the union before that because they came to the job fair and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to do that. So then I was in the program to where, before you turned 18, you can go to the union hall and do all your testing. That way, right at when you turn 18, you can become a journeyman because you've already been through all the courses.
Right.
So at 18, I was a journeyman painter.
Wow.
And then at like 48, 50 or something like that, they called it a master painter. So I was up there. I could actually teach and I just don't because like I said, I can't, but
So what made you stop painting?
got hurt.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
you
smashed
fall?
my arm and my hand.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Now
And
how
it's my
that
right hand.
was it on the job or was it
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
related injury from something different?
No, it was on the job.
No shit.
Yeah.
Now
Yep.
did the since you were unionized, did they have like some sort of like me, I'm retired pension
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
from a union position.
Yeah.
Did you get kind of the same thing and when you got hurt and had to
yeah. Labor
essentially
and
had to
industries and my pension.
nice.
Yeah. Because
Well, thank
I was grandfathered into the old school one. So I'm like, okay, I'm 55 years old. Well, I'm 57. So it was 10 years ago.
no shit.
Yeah. So they're like, well, you can retire and be done. I'm like, okay, cool. Bye.
Now, what did your father do?
My dad was a river pilot.
So
So
he drove
first,
barges.
no. So he started out doing barges with a tugboat
Mm-hmm.
and then he became a river pilot. So the river pilot, there's a difference. So like here, it's from the I-5 bridge, which is right by Portland, all the way to the Astoria Bridge, which then it goes to a bar pilot, and then they take it across the world. So he does all local stuff, or he did. So he gets
Nice.
on them big ass ships, and then he brings in the Navy ships for all the parades. And
Now, when he
he
was
do
doing that, was he even though it was a local gig, was he gone for days at a time, or was
sometimes.
he home every night? Like he'd do his job and then come home in the
No,
evening. And,
he'd be gone because he'd have to take it like up the river to Astoria, and that takes however many hours. And then he'd
Mhm.
stay, and then he'd bring another one back, and so he'd be gone for a couple of days. When he was on the tugboat, it was 15 days on, 15 days away.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
Now,
because
did he
he'd
ever get
live
to
on
take
nothing.
you as a
Oh
young
yeah,
lad?
yeah, and getting up them stairs. So I think I was like 16, no, 15 years old, and he took me and going up them stairs, dude. My dad's all flying up them. I'm like, whew, okay, and I was skinny. I was like 95 pounds. but it is not easy. And he's like, "What are
Oh,
you
I bet
doing?
it's
You're
not.
younger than I am. Let's go, let's go." And I'm like, yeah, I know." I could not keep up with him. My dad's
Dude,
he's a beast though. He's 80, I think he'll be 89 this year, and he's still healthy as a horse.
no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Dude, well,
wouldn't
I tell you
outrun him.
what, that body in motion stays in motion is so true, man.
Yes.
So true.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's probably why he's going to live to be like 900 years old, just because he's, of what he did,
Yeah.
how he had to move and function. And
Oh, yeah.
he didn't have a job where you just sat the whole damn time behind a desk.
No. And then we
So,
grew up on a farm, so he'd come home and we'd be all taking care of the farm, or he'd do it. Or
now what kind of farm did y'all have? Was it plants? Did you have livestock? Did you have a
we
combination?
had livestock. We had livestock and horses and chickens and pigs and huge ass garden.
No shit.
Yeah.
Now, is that where you grew up? Did you grow up on the farm?
Yeah.
How many acres did y'all have?
10 acres total.
10 total?
Yeah. Which isn't a lot, but that's a lot of work to do.
It's still, dude, I tell you what, it's still it's a lot taking care of fucking animals like that.
Yeah. Because
I lived on the farm for a short time, and
Yeah.
we had cattle, and but we had other shit too. And you have to take care of everything. I mean, there ain't no vacation for farmers. They work 24/7. It feels like
we
it
had to
anyway.
get up in the morning. My brothers would get up and milk the cow and get all that ready at like 5 in the morning. And then we'd go to school, come home, finish our stuff, then to do our homework, and then eat. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Oh, hell yeah. And then in the summertime, I guarantee you, your ass was working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were doing hay and we had a strawberry farm not too far away. So we'd do strawberries to make our extra money. And
oh, that's cool.
yeah, chopping wood because we had a wood stove. So
Scott Braley and Wolf both said hi, by the way. They're both in here watching right now. I don't know if you can see it or see the comments or not.
Nope.
I thought somebody was able to figure it out how to do it, but I know most of the time people can't, which is not
Tumblr figured it out.
Yeah, Tumblr did. Yeah, and I don't know how. I don't know how he did it. I didn't. I should have asked him because I'm learning all this too. But he figured out how to see comments.
Oh, comments right there. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, so you can do it.
I can see him now, but is it going to go on the bottom? Comments.
See, mine are on the side, but then again, I don't know if you can move it or not. But what's up, Scott? Thanks for showing in, brother. I don't know, Mike. You know Scott Braley, don't you?
I'm not sure.
He used to do management for bands, but now if memory serves, Scott, I hope I get this right. If memory serves, now he's more of a promoter than he is an actual band management. But he's actually out of Maine, so you may not know him because he's on the other side of the world with me, in comparison to you. But Scott, if you don't know who this is Mike Clasey, and he's actually out of Washington. Yes. So he's got he owns Locked and Loaded Records. He does some singing. He's a blues artist. Got a very bluesy voice. So
I do a lot of country now too. So
you busted into that?
Yeah, there's a song out on TikTok that I just put out there. I don't know how to do it on Facebook. They're very picky on what you put up there.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, because I tried to look and what some things I found I was going to try to do to just bring up to show people.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to download it to the computer, and unfortunately, my knowledge only leads me one way. I haven't learned that. I'm sure there's a way around it. I just got to learn that too.
Just like the comments. I don't know. So it says comments.
He said Scott.
But now I can see him. But how do you? What if I join the chat? If this screws up, I'm going to be like Tumblr, in and out of here like 50 times.
We had fun though. It was all good.
Connect to. Uh-oh. Are you there?
Yeah, you're just okay. You're in black screen now.
Okay, just a second. We're gonna try this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing some trials and tribulations. Miss Judy, welcome.
I don't know.
What did Wolf say? Usually leads you to me. Yes, it does. Normally when I fucking fuck shit up, I gotta call her. I gotta call Wolf and get it fixed.
Is she coming up in here?
She was actually going to be doing a podcast same time, so I think she may come in, or she's going to watch until she has to do hers.
Oh, okay.
So, oh,
Yeah, because we need her
McBee's
to.
in here. So welcome, McBee. He is out of from Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, see,
So,
if I do this, I can see him, but I'm in the back. It just kind of, I mean, you can still see me.
oh, is it kind of putting it over your face?
Yes.
Oh well, fuck, that sucks. I wonder
Yeah.
if there's anything I can do. I don't think there's anything I can do to help you with that. No, doesn't look like it. Let's see. Either that or well, I'm in now.
Can I shrink it down here? Can I pull that
But
down a
howdy,
little?
howdy, Mick B. It's nice to meet you, brother. I've heard about you quite a bit about you, Mick B. Wolf
Okay,
says,
Wolf.
"Tell him I will interview him."
Yeah, I'll just have
Who
to
are you
keep
talking
checking it.
about, Wolf? Mike? Or are you talking about Mick B? No. You talking about no? Who the fuck is no?
Yeah, who the fuck is no?
Who the fuck is no? And what's he doing in here? So Mike, why did you choose blues to start with? Was it your
So,
voice
yeah,
or
I just love BB King, and so Joe Bonamassa. I have a friend, which I can't say who it is, but they are the niece of Joe Bonamassa. So we are actually releasing a song with him. It's the Give Me One Reason, and he plays it, and it's out right now, but I'm gonna sing to it. So we talked to Tracy Chapman and Joe Bonamassa, and everybody got them to agree. So that should come out here in a couple months. He's going to work on a different version to see if I like it. But like I said, I kind of love blues, BB King and all them.
dude, that's badass. You're doing a
Yeah.
collab with them. That's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
fat, dude.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
when you release that, are you just putting it out on all platforms? Or are you gonna start with a specific one? What's your
We're going to put
plans,
it
or do
out
you
on.
know?
So we have an album coming out. I have like 17 songs, and it's just getting all mixed right now. Like I said, I can play some here eventually. I have an R&B one, which so recording wise, I've never been in the rapper or R&B genre because they record totally different. They do use a lot of auto tune, which you can tell, but that's what makes it sound good. So why not? But it's a different recording way than it is for country or blues or rock or anything like that. So I did a song. We learned how to do all that stuff. So that's coming out. But the song that I have out on all platforms, that was just a test to see what it would do. And I made the big old $1.85 off of it.
The whole $1.85. You
But
spend that? You spend that all in one place?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it covers like a penny of what I put into it. So we have that song out. It's on all platforms under my name. But like I said, when I got started, she kept bugging me. So I finally went on, made it all the way to, it was during COVID, which sucked.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
was
because
terrible.
you don't, when you go out there and you're doing the chair turnaround, you have a bunch of TV screens in front of you. Everybody's TV audience. It's not the real
Oh,
audience.
that's right. It was. I remember that, and
Yes.
they had people's fucking faces. Even at ball games, they had like
Yeah.
you could buy like a poster board with your face on it. They put it in a chair. I was like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's just weird. So it didn't really, but I came up with some health issues. And then, because when my mom passed, that's when I entered it. And like I said, I made it quite far. Then I had to come back because my sister passed. And so I thought, I was with Warner Records. That's who signed me through Blake Shelton. So I did all that stuff. And then, like I said, I had to come home. Well, we had some issues with the record label, which I can't discuss on here, can't discuss anywhere. But they
Right.
came and took everything. Everything. I just started a tour with Mr. Jelly Roll, Struggle Jennings, Jesse Howard, all those guys. I don't know if you remember, that was like 7 years ago when we were all together. And then got into it with them and lost all that. So they took it all. So I don't know if anybody understands the world of big record labels, but it's a hard money loan. they're going to give you $5 million. Oh, yes, I have $5 million. If you don't do what they tell you to do, you have to pay them back.
Oh
If you
yeah.
call out a one show, you have to pay it back. And so you don't really make much. You're just making whatever they sell at the stadiums and all that stuff. And it's fun, singing in front of 30,000 people's a rush.
Oh,
But
I bet.
it's but when a song comes out, you have to fly down there. You have to sing it the way they want you to, with their background, with their stuff, how they want you to do it. And it's like, why? That's just not cool. I have my own songs. Well, we'll work on those. And it never happens.
No shit.
So, yeah. And then when you get out of these contracts, like I said, I can't say much, but when you get out of
Right.
them, they come to your house. They come to your ex's house. They come to whoever's got a computer that you are around that has your stuff on it. Pictures, music, lyrics, anything. They wipe it clean and take it all.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. I had 48 songs. 3 of them were number one hits.
So is that why you kind of developed Locked and Loaded Records?
Yes. Yeah.
No
It's kind of like
shit.
Jason Aldean. He owns his own record label. Why? Because he was tired of all the bullshit.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy. Now, did
mean-
you go on the show? Did you decide to end up doing it because of your mom?
Yes. Yeah.
And also my condolences
Yeah.
for the passing of your mom and your sister both. That's
Yeah.
my heart goes out to you and your family for that. So that's what led you to go ahead and give that a shot, was for your
Yes.
mom.
Yeah, absolutely. But then like I said, it's kind of I don't know how to say it, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? A blessing that now I have my own. Because when I did this, like I said, you go there, you do what they tell you to, or they tell you to do. Now I have learned from the ground up. It's like going into an auto mechanic and going in there with some PhD in mechanics. Okay, there you go. Now you're doing what you're doing. Instead of, I used to be an oil changer, then I moved up to brakes, and then I moved up to engines, and then I moved up to suspension. That's like music. When you go and get a big label, you do what they tell you to do. You don't learn that stuff. Now I have learned from the ground up how to plug in a freaking microphone, how to run speakers, how to run a soundboard, how to create music on my own from a guitar and a piano, and then the band. And then you practice, and then you throw it out on platform. That's how music should be. That's how you should start, not just have it handed to you.
So how long did it, and were you self-taught, or did you have someone kind of showing you the ropes on how to do, because sound engineering is not an easy thing to learn.
No, I've been taught. Yeah. I got a buddy that's actually very good. He owned Regal Sound or something like that. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They were huge. But he owned
Regal
that.
sounds familiar, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100% if I do or not.
But yeah, he owned that, and he went around doing big shows. But that's whose board I have, and he lives here about 30 minutes away from me. But he's since retired and went to work and did all that. But yeah, he helps me with all that. Brad, my drummer, he's an amazing audio guy, and he helps with all the computer stuff. Because the drummers, they have, like my drummer on a show, he has his laptop sitting right next to him. Because then he can go, oh, we need to do this song next. This is how many beats per minute. This is how it's going to sound. This is what you need to do. That way it's in our in-ears or on my laptop, which everybody gives me shit about having an iPad in front of you on stage. Well, guess what? Not everybody remembers things.
And and who gives a fuck? If you want to have
absolutely.
an iPad, what the hell's the problem with that?
Yeah.
It's
It's not like I'm reading from it. Sometimes I am, because I don't remember the lyrics. So I'll kind of look down and it'll jog your memory. And then it's like, oh, okay, now I'm into the song.
Well, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Because when you have 100 songs,
yeah, how are you going to remember all that shit?
Yeah, I don't care who you are. You're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're out on tour 7 days a week, 365 days a year, singing those songs every day, you're not going to remember them.
Right. And if you have that many songs, your set list ain't nowhere near that anyway.
No.
So I mean, fuck, even if you change your set list up every fucking show, that's a lot of damn music to have to know.
Absolutely. Just like, we have a place here at the casino that in order to sing there, you got to sing for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of music, bro.
Dude, that's a whole 4 hours.
Yeah, most shows are, 3 hours at the most, and most of that you talk during it, you get the crowd going, you stop and
Right.
bring a kid up or somebody up, or it's interaction. So there's an hour's worth of shit that you're not really doing much singing. It's just all
Right.
interaction. But yeah, 4 hours, and you get like 3 breaks of 15 minutes.
God,
I'm like, no,
dude.
I'm good, dude.
Dude, that'd be
Yeah.
hard to keep
Yeah.
that pace up.
Oh yeah.
I
My
mean,
voice starts going about 2 hours.
I bet. Welcome, Miss Elizabeth. How are you, honey? Miss Elizabeth's in here, so is Miss Judy. We welcome them. They're two young ladies that are very, very, very supportive of myself. And every time I do a podcast, these young ladies try to jump in or at least pick it up after the fact. So I'm very blessed to have them in my life too.
Nice to meet you.
For those of you all coming in late, Miss Judy, I don't know if you saw my text. You had asked what kind of music Mike sings. He does a lot of blues and apparently does some country. Now he's dabbled. He's covered songs of pop nature, of some other stuff like that. But he's definitely got a very bluesy voice. His voice is just, you can tell when you hear his voice, immediately you're like, that's a blues artist. That's a blues artist.
I do a lot of Chris Stapleton too, and that's what everybody says. They're like, "Oh my God, you sound like." I'm like, "Don't say it right now."
Yeah,
I love Chris. He's awesome,
dude. He's badass.
Phenomenal guy, very nice and very good musician and singer. Just like Brian Thomas, he's the one that's in American Idol right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. He's a good friend, and it's we used to sit up till 4 a.m. in the morning or 5 a.m. on TikTok, just in there singing back and forth.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's just,
and I know, like, I don't know personally because I don't sing, but man, I'm not going to say names. That way I guess I can say this. I've known some people that have put in to do like the voice and the way they talk. I mean, the way that I've understood things is, I mean, there's a whole lot of red tape because you got to give over your internet shit. So they got to have your Facebooks, your TikToks, your Instagrams. They got to have control and make sure, I guess, that you're not blabbing ahead of time about results or if you got canned or not. But also they were like, you can't even do gigs.
No.
And I'm like, well, damn, if you can't do gigs, what if that's your livelihood? What if, and then you go on one of these shows? I was like, are they paying like you to be on the show? And they were like, no,
they take care of you, but it's just like your job. If you have a job, you better tell your job you're going to be gone for 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You just don't make money. So it's a lot of people just don't do it anymore and you lose 30% of whatever you make the rest of your life to them if you win.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny to me is, and I don't watch them very often. Like I've never watched one from the start of the season all the way to the end.
Yeah.
However, I have watched and realized that it seems to me, at least on some situations, that the people, a lot of them that end up making it number one and win, it's like you don't hear much out of them after that. No. But like the ones that say got booted 2 or 3 weeks before, then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they just skyrocket.
So you can have, let's say you have this lady here, she's winning. Okay. Well, then this girl here that's saying just as well got booted. Well, if she's got better content and better vocals, that's when these guys start poaching. All these record labels start poaching. It's like, okay, I think, not saying she's better, but the record label's going, I think she's better than the one who's winning. So we're going to poach her. We're going to take her. So I hope this doesn't get me in trouble, but there's a lot of judges. So I won't say names. There you go. There's a lot of judges that do take certain people under their own.
Right.
And they sign them.
Yeah. The ones that they think are worth, because they're investing their time. So I get that.
There's a lot of drama. It's like any other TV show that you have to create drama and you have to be in the drama and you have to add drama that they tell you to add, which none of it's probably any truth to it at all. But it makes you come back to watch that because you want to know what happens next.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And by the way, Miss Janice, in case you can't see it, Mike, since we tried this, Miss Janet Smith said to tell you hi.
Hi, Janice.
So hi,
Yeah,
Janice. Janice, thank you for
she's
showing up,
one of
Miss
my
Janice.
large supporters.
Is she? Well, thank you
Yeah.
for showing up, Miss Janice. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your presence as well. So welcome.
Sorry,
Now,
my buttons up here that I have to hit.
but yeah, I always thought that was weird. Just some of the things that I've been told by some people that are, they're just like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things that it's almost kind of difficult to do.
It is.
Especially unless maybe if you're young and you still live at home with mom and dad and you don't have a whole lot of bills, then it's worth jumping into that because it's what do you got to lose kind of such scenario.
Yeah.
But if you're like a grown man, you got a wife, you got kids, you got bills that coming in and all that shit. I mean, to me, that'd be kind of hard to, especially if you're doing music and doing gigs, that'd be kind of hard to say, all right, I'm going to go try this show. And then
it creates
I'm going to go without money
for
for 3 to 6 months
too. Because if you're married and you have kids and you're not working and she's the only supporter, then, and you're out just chasing music. If you get big, that's cool because it'll pay off in the end. But, like I tell everybody, you're not going to know if you make it until you try.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not easy. I mean, you can't, nothing's really handed to you unless you're like super big or in the family. And a lot of like struggle, nothing was handed to him.
Right.
He worked his ass off with the Jennings family to make what he is. He has worked his ass off to help his daughter get where she is, and she's amazing. The whole family's amazing, but
I don't think I've heard his daughter sing yet.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
Oh no, she's
in a few of his songs. Yeah.
Well, I may have to check her out.
But the thing is like I said, like the Cash Kids. Never heard of them until they started doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Because, well, first of all, they didn't have to because of dad, but.
Well, yeah.
But, they're like, okay, I think I'm going to start singing. So they did, and they're great. But they still had to work for it. It didn't get handed to them. You don't see them out on all platforms and doing shows. And no, because they're still working.
Yeah.
To get there.
Well, I know, like, when I'd met Jesse Keith Whitley, I was, what was really interesting about him is, I mean, his dad is probably one of the greatest to have ever graced music, period.
Yes.
I mean, he was my Yuletide favorite growing up for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he was awesome. But what I love about Jesse is the fact that he don't want to do it. He don't want to be his dad. He wants to be himself. And I love that because he's so talented. But, I'm sure he probably gets it where some shows it's like, hey, play something of your dad's. It's like, well, wait a minute, you're here to see me, not
not my dad.
Yeah. And it's no offense, but it's like, it's like he's got the talent. You're there to see him. Why don't you want to hear his stuff?
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, you have a dad that's that cool and it was that talented, I'm sure you're going to hear it a lot more than you want to.
Oh yeah,
but I love the fact that he tries to set that record straight, and he's like, "Hey, we're here to do my kind of music." And I love that about that guy.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
It sounds so much better now. When I sing, I use reverb, so I just shut off the reverb. I mean,
is that what you were doing?
Yeah. I'm like,
see, you got all the cool guys. Well, let me ask you this: how much just in your studio alone? And you can't even see all of it, obviously.
No,
but I've seen a little bit more than what's shown in this picture. You got a lot of cool shit in there. How much money do you have invested in your music career thus far?
So far, just in this room, probably 60,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there's microphones like this one sitting right here, the Sony. That one's $42,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's I think like 6,000 or something like that.
Holy!
But they're all recording mics. So I have the Shure, the one that Michael Jackson uses. I have that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of them are all breaking stuff over
That's
here.
insane.
But I have two, one for, the podcast one, and that's Ariel also, so it picks up background.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Then I
cool.
got 1, 2, 3, 4 iPads, the MacBook, the iMac's on the floor because I don't use it much. Yeah, there's a lot. And the keyboards and mixing board, I think that was like $6,000.
God
Yeah,
bless.
it's all
And
digital.
and they say, and I've quickly, I mean, not to this extent by
Yeah,
any means, that blows my mind, but I'm quickly learning you got to invest money to
yeah,
make money,
yeah,
and or invest in products and stuff, and that's just like hell. When I first bought this,
yeah.
I bought this boom mic, and it ain't the best thing in the world. It was a get it started. These headphones were probably the most expensive headphones I've ever bought.
Those are the best headphones.
Um,
That's what I wear. Audio Technica.
yeah, they're
It's
awesome and they sound great, but it was like
yeah.
$170 for
Oh yeah,
this model, and I
yeah.
was like, God dang! But I wanted something that would sounded good, and this microphone, I did research, and I didn't get the top of the line, but still, you still invest a shit ton of money,
Yeah.
and then once I bought all this stuff, well, hell, I couldn't use it because I
Hmm.
couldn't figure out with this damn computer because I'm on a Mac computer.
Yeah.
So my monitors it kept telling me every time I try to go live, it'd say, "Well, we can't find your camera." But yet, if I FaceTime somebody,
It works just
it'd
like
come
that.
up
Yeah.
right like that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, how can you not find it? But it actually took Wolf, somebody who has a little bit more of that tech savvy technology aspects to him, to sit there
Hmm.
and say, well, here, let me help you, walk you through StreamYard. And she walked me through all this shit. Next thing you know, I'm like, wow, all this shit that I'd bought and spent several $100s on equipment that had to just live on this desk because I couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden I'm actually getting money's value out of it. So I was like,
Yes.
thank
Yeah.
God. But I don't have anywhere close to all of that you've got going on.
Yeah. And
Now
plus,
now
I
your
have
room there, how big's that room?
it's just a standard bedroom, small guest room.
So
So it
it's
goes
kind of,
out. Yeah.
you
It
just kind of
goes
made
out a
it
little
into,
bit that way.
that's
But
cool.
yeah, this is all padded, and those are all my wine collection that they send me wine all the time. So I thought, well, let's put it in the studio because you know, it's an atmospheric room. So it gets a
And
little
it,
hot in here once in a while.
oh, I bet.
Yeah.
But you
Because of
can
the
tell, like
padding.
I can tell a difference with you versus some of the other people that we've done where, especially where, you've maybe called on their phones or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
But, like me, I hope mine don't sound like shit. I've never really paid attention to how I sound, but
No, you sound great.
I'm in a big living room is what I'm
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And I have this sheet behind me because if not, I got windows on that side. So especially in the
It'll glare
daytime,
in.
it'll
Yeah.
get the glare going on
Yeah.
and everything else. Let's see, what is that? Elizabeth say, you're so right. I personally know a guy that started singing 4 years ago. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, no, I got to keep checking them. That's why you see my finger up here is to hit the X button.
And Gerald is in here from the other night, which he's the guitarist for Outlaw Whiskey. So
Yes.
he's in
Yes.
here watching yet again. So welcome
Perfect.
back, Gerald, and I appreciated you all on the show too. They were grateful to be on the show, and I was very grateful for all of you all, including you, Mike, for all the support you all have done. You all have really encouraged me, along with Pam Little, who's in here watching. My booking
Yes.
agent. She's the one that's pushed me to do this podcasting. And I'm really glad that she did because I'm having
She's the one that
whole lot of fun doing this.
she's the one that's doing the tickets, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got to
Yeah.
check
She's
with
the
her.
one that she's the one that actually is doing the entire
Yes.
award show. Like she's
Okay.
bought shit out of her own pocket. Like she's bought awards. She's done a lot. Now she's
Wow.
got sponsors, but it takes a
I'll
village.
send you some money if you just want to make an award just to send me.
We'll make you a thanks for coming all the way from Washington award.
Yeah, absolutely. Farthest
Presented to
traveled.
Mike
There you
Clasey
go.
for the
Yeah.
longest drive to a award show in human history. We'll make you we'll get like a little bobblehead or something. That'd be great.
Because I'll be on that side in September because probably shouldn't announce it yet, but a big thing's happening this year. Elena Alana, she's a great friend. and Megan Maroney, they invited me to a certain place, which I'm sure you can all figure it out, but we're not sure when yet. And I think it's in September.
Oh, it'll be
So
cool.
I was already
Yeah.
there once. That's when I had my dreads and, you know, thought
Dude,
that
you
was
look
cool.
totally different too. I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, when you had
Yes.
dreads, that was so. What was
Yeah.
the story behind the dreads? What prompted you?
So I've always wanted them.
Hmm.
And I was sitting at one of my bars and we were talking about it. And the girl goes, "Oh, I can do those." I'm like, "Dude, I'm too old." She goes, "No, let's just try it." I'm like, "Okay." So we ordered them up and got them in. And because I had long hair anyway, just like I have a mohawk now, but it's like that long. So
No
she
shit.
just, yeah. And
I
then
knew you
before
had a
that, I had
mohawk. I
longer.
didn't know it was
Yeah.
that long. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
So she
sh-
weaved in the
yes.
so you can actually buy braids,
Yes.
the
Hmm.
dreads
Yep.
already done.
And
No
they
shit.
are
I didn't know that.
expensive.
No, are they
Because,
really?
yeah. So if you get the synthetic ones, which I'm telling everybody don't do, because we started off with that.
Hmm.
And if you get them wet, because you got to clean them still, you don't want your hair staking. So
Right.
you'd sit in the shower and clean them, then you'd have to wring them out, wring them out, wring them out, and then you'd have to sit in a towel for like hours because it'd still be dripping because it's just synthetic hair. It doesn't soak it and it doesn't dry very good. And you can't use a hair dryer with synthetic. You'll have a big old ball of hair on fire. So
Ooh.
then I switched to real hair, which is so much lighter, so much easier to deal with, and you can wash those and they dry. But yeah, she sews them in, and it's kind of like crocheting, I guess, is what she
No
said.
shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they pull your hair in there and they tie your hair to it. And once your hair gets longer, like mine grew out like that far, she'd have to come back in and tie them up. She'd leave the rest of your hair, but she'd have to tie them up to your
Oh,
scalp for you.
really?
And
So
it
they
does
got to
not,
go back and re-maintenance
yeah,
them.
and it don't feel good at all when they do it because they're pulling your hair to tie it.
So they're getting it as tight as possible.
Yes. Yeah.
How long a process did that take?
It took 5 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's why they get so expensive. You know, a lot of people get them, and like a lot of women get hair extensions now. And I think it looks great. Everybody's like, "Well, can't you just grow out your what? Well, what if you can't?" You know,
Yeah.
some girls just can't grow their hair out, so they get
Yeah.
extensions. Looks just
Mhm.
fine. Who cares? You know,
Yeah,
I
no
got
big
a
deal.
bunch of crap. You know, being the white guy with dreads for a while, but
Worth it.
yep, absolutely.
It looked cool. So what
Yeah,
made you wanna get off? Did you just got tired of the maintenance of it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just a lot, and it was heavy. Because, like I said, the synthetic part, it's really heavy. So
Oh,
then,
I bet.
sleeping wise, you turn over and you got to pick your hair out and you got to turn over and sleep. And then when you turn over again, you wake up because you got to pull your hair out. And yeah, instead of laying on it because it's rough. So you don't want to lay on it anyway.
Right.
Sorry, I'm putting a chew in. I didn't know if they have rules and regulations
No,
on here.
I don't
Okay.
think they do. I mean, I don't know. They might. Well, I do know one thing. When you were, I think you were watching the day that I had my son on that podcast, and he was the handicap one, the one that was
Yeah.
demonstrating how to sign that John Legend song. Well,
Yes.
when I played it held my phone like this and played it because I couldn't figure out how to bring it up the other way at that time. But I played that whole song for him, but they definitely
Copyright.
flagged me. Yeah, they flagged me for
Yeah.
copyright and
Which
I
they
think I was
do.
doing some monetization on that show. I was actually getting some stars.
Yes.
And
Yep.
they shut that shit down apparently.
Yeah.
When you copyright like that, then they stop your ability to make money.
Yeah.
And
They
I was
do.
just like, well, fuck, I would, But I guess I should have said that this is the song by John Legends. I do not own this.
Yeah.
We are playing this so he can show you how he learned how to sign it. I guess that's what you got to do to get around it. I don't really know.
Yeah, you gotta like when you post things. So I have a video coming out for Shelly. So um Miss Shelly Kelly is the lady that sings with our band. And we do sorry. Everybody's blowing me up.
Oh, I guarantee they're probably going, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, and that's what's hard. We were late getting started because, I mean, golly, you're on the
Yeah.
other side of the globe. Well, that's
Yes.
that was a hell of
Yeah.
a time difference. Trying to
And I
you're
kept
getting
thinking
started with
6 my
me at
time.
dinner time, and I'm
And I'm
getting
like,
ready
oh
to go to bed.
no, we gotta go 6 his time. We gotta get started.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I said, it's I don't know.
Now, what about you know, I know most people have seen you obviously doing a lot of solo stuff, sitting in that very chair that you're sitting at
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah,
Um, and you'll see stuff that he's done on TikTok. You'll see it on Facebook, just everywhere.
yeah. I got a
Um,
YouTube channel too.
but you do have a band.
Yes.
So tell us about the band because I think that's something that a lot of people haven't seen as much of
Yeah,
is
no,
you
because
with
we
the
haven't
full
really did
complete band.
since I got back. We haven't really did any live shows. We did a bunch
Hmm.
of practicing, but everybody's got to understand on a band, it's hard work too because your guitars come and go, your bassists come and go.
Right.
You'll start out with somebody and they're like, we can't do this. It's just too slow for us, or it's just not our thing. Okay, so then you got to find a new one. So now we've got one. Um, Chris Scott. So Chris is the guitarist. He's kind of young, but he plays very well. Scott, he's been playing for a few bands. He's the bassist. Brad has been with me since the start. He is actually owns a lot of Realty Ones. He's a realtor, but this is what he did. He used to play in Canada a lot. That's where he's from. Before that, we had uh, Narek Roth Patterson, which was with BB King, George Thorogood, and all those guys. Um, and his son was our bassist. And then Jesse comes in once in a while. He's a very big worship singer. So he travels around. He just went to Africa to do shows over there. Um,
Are you saying worship like religious? Or
yes,
you
yeah,
okay.
yeah, like Christian.
Yeah.
He's part of a Christian group.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so he kind of fills in once in a while because he already knows our stuff.
Hmm.
But there's some videos I think on TikTok and uh, I don't think I did I put them on. Yeah, I think they're on Facebook too. But there's some it shows us in our practice room with singing and joking around and doing all that stuff. But we haven't really did a full show together because when I was on the road, I had different bands. They'd get these bands together, they'd send them the music that I sing, send them my songs, and then we'd go play shows, and then I'd just go on. But
So
this
they were kind
one,
of like the recording studio
yes,
musicians,
yeah.
but they
So
would
like,
send them out to play your stuff.
yeah. So if we go on tour and say, hey, Brad calls and says, hey, I've got to go home,
Hmm.
we can call and get a drummer to fill in because they're going to know the music.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
And
I'm
there's a
trying to
lot of
learn
that.
all that right now, and James Luker just recently got. Well, we tried to get a band because he didn't have any. Well, same thing, just like you said. It's kind of amazing how you get people that start, and then it's like, who
Yeah,
knows why? Maybe it's just not their thing. I mean,
yeah,
our
yeah.
last guitarist, we think maybe it just wasn't his thing because he was more of a blues guy. And
Hmm.
I don't even know that in rock, and I don't think that he did a whole lot of country. Now we're kind of dabbling in both
Yeah.
country, southern rocking, and rock and rolling. They want to push the rock envelope, but maybe that's why our guitarist guy ended up not wanting to do it is just probably because of the whole it wasn't his genre of music per se.
Yeah, that's how our
So
guitarist was because
yeah,
Derek played nothing but blues. So when
yeah.
it came to country, it'd start out really good and then all of a sudden he'd go into blues again, and then he'd go into blues. He's an amazing guitarist. I mean, him and his son both are great, great
Hmm.
people and great musicians. It didn't work out. And Chris, he can play anything. I
Hmm.
played one of my songs when I first, it's funny, I met him on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
He came
really?
he came to buy a guitar and we sat and talked, and I think he stayed here for like almost 3 hours as we
No
bullshitted
kidding.
and got to know each other. And then I threw a song and said, hey, this is what I'm working on. And he'd just pick it up and go, oh, that's it. How do you do that, dude?
Yeah,
He goes, I just do
that
that.
blows
Yeah.
my
And then
mind.
his roommate, because I said, well, we need a bass player. And he goes, well, my roommate's a bass player. So we got him going. And then we had a huge show coming up, and then I had to cancel because of health reasons.
Yeah.
So we'll get back out in June or July, and you'll see more of the band stuff.
Now we finally got to get our drummer now. I think is going to be the guy that sticks around. Our first drummer, we're not real sure and it may have just been he just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Well, that and this whole first year, man, it's when you just start with a band in January and
Yeah.
they had and James was solo, so he had nobody at the time. He's on a hiatus of 2 years where he didn't really do much. So now it's like you're trying to resurrect everything from the dead and getting running down that railroad track again at full speed. And
Yeah.
that's hard to do. And I
Yes.
don't know. I think some of the guys maybe just also didn't want to take the chance on not having a whole lot of gigs this year because of the whole trying to rebuild. And
Yes.
that's not going to happen overnight.
No.
I don't know if
No.
that's it, but our drummer Sticks, he's a young lad, but he's very eager. Like everybody we have now seems very eager. They
Yeah.
seem very eager. We got a new guitarist. His name's Lance. I haven't met him yet, but he's apparently very good. And they're all very eager. So
Yeah.
when I
That's
ask
what
for
you got to
stuff to
find
get
because
done, they do.
most of mine were older folk, and it's they're like, well, we've did this, we've reached our fame and fortune.
Hmm.
It's like, well, why? So, but country and blues, if you're not into it, you're not going to play it. If you get a bunch of rock guitarists and rock drummers and you say,
Hmm.
hey, let's do some country, they're going to tell you no because
Right.
they're used to playing. And country is
It's a lot
one,
slower.
1 4 2.
Yeah.
And that's where you just dun 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 dun. That's it, the whole
Right.
thing. And so there's
Yeah.
no excitement. But we try to bring that back. We're going to start doing a lot of dark country. So just to let everybody know, you hear about all this dark country guy on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. All these songs coming out. Well, that's ours.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah. I mean, we've went viral with it, which is awesome. We didn't try to. We just decided to AI some things, and it worked out. So now here we are as Dark Country, and I mean that's not the band's name, but that's just those songs are what we do. I have a bunch on my iPad, and then this drummer guy, is starting to put out a bunch of. I can't remember who he is. I follow him on Facebook, but he does and TikTok, but he does a lot of that. Okay, this is what this sounds like Michael Jackson, but 2005 rock and roll. And
Hmm.
then whoever makes that song, that's what they put out. And then he drums to it. But a lot of AI stuff's coming out, which is not bad. I'm going to tell everybody that's just starting music, if you write your song, put it in an AI program, see what happens. Because that gives you ideas of the music that should be played with it. If you don't like it, well, okay, start over. But don't go in there to have them write your songs because that's wrong. So all my songs, there's a couple of them that I put in the AI program that I wrote. Right? You sit there and you type the whole thing and you put chorus and and bridge and all that, and then they pick the music. You can tell them R&B, you can tell them pop, jazz, country, and they'll throw a song to it. And then they have a singer that'll sing it to see how that fits you. And if it does, it's awesome because you're not cheating. You wrote the music. You just, a lot of people are stuck on, like me, I don't play guitar. I can, but I don't. So I don't know how to sit there and go, oh, well, what's this sound like? And then write music to it. I just write it. Whatever comes in my head, I write it down and make it rhyme. And there you go.
Hmm.
But I have to have somebody that plays guitar, like my guitarist. He can do it. He sent me a few. He's like, well, what if it sounds like this? Okay, that's a good start. But when you do the AI thing, it helps you. But everybody's all AI, AI. You know what? You still wrote the song. It is still your song.
Right.
You just don't know how to get it out in music.
And I
And
guess with
that's
AI, you can add any instrument you would want,
yes, yeah.
or you
And
could
that's it.
try it. I guess
Yeah.
you could add it, say, no, that's not really it. I'll
I
pull it
wrote a
out.
Harry Potter song because the new Harry Potter's coming out. And
Are
so
they
when you
going to
put
use it in the movie?
I don't know yet.
Dude, that
So
would be fat ass, dude.
you put
Holy
it
shit.
in there as classical or movie or whatever.
Hmm.
There's not a chance in hell that I'm going to be able to sing like that. Not at all. My voice is going to come out in blues or country.
Oh
And
yeah.
nobody wants to hear a Harry Potter song in country music. That's just weird.
Well, yeah, I guess I could see
Yeah,
that.
it'd be
Yeah,
more
that would
theater
be
stuff. And so I put
even
it in
even
there and it
bluesy
came
would be
out
a little
cool.
weird for Harry Potter.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
came out cool in the classic part. So, they can actually find somebody to sing it. I don't care. I just know that I wrote the song.
that's fucking cool.
Yeah. And like I said, a lot of people, that's why I don't have respect for some artists. I won't say it out loud, but they don't write their music. They
Yeah,
just sing it. And they're superstars. And it's like, dude, man, I have a firm belief that if it's your music, you wrote it.
yeah.
You need to write what's in your head because you're you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Jeffrey or Tom or whatever writing the song and me going, oh, yeah, it's a great. There are songwriters that ask you to. That is fair. But if you're saying, hey, I need to come up with a new song, can you write me one? Well, what's in your head? Just write it down. And they, as a songwriter, can maneuver it to where that's a song. But there's a couple artists that don't do it, and I have no respect. I don't care
See,
if they
I
make
think it's
millions of
just
dollars.
amazing. I think it's amazing what y'all can do because it's like
Yeah.
to me, it blows my mind on how you would. I get the concept of I have an idea and I write it on paper, and
Hmm.
then I can get that. But then what really just blows my fucking mind is once you have it on paper, then there's so many of you all out there that can pull up that piece of paper and say, well, I think the drum beat needs to sound like this.
Yeah.
The guitar needs to do this, bass needs to sound like this. I think it would really be cool if this song had a steel guitar in it. And it's like, how do you hear that from reading words that you wrote on paper? It's just
See, and
mind melting to me.
that's where I don't come in. That's why every musician or every singer is
Hmm.
as good as his band. If you don't give your band credit, you ain't shit. You can
Yeah.
sing a cappella all day long. You're going to sound like crap
Yeah.
because they're the ones that came up with the music. And that's where Brad and the guitarist and everybody comes in and says, hey, okay, these words match kind of this. And they'll play it. No, I don't like that. Okay, they'll play something else. No, I don't like that. Then they'll play it and go, oh, wow, that's really cool right there. Because that's what your band does. They get together and they go, I'm going to play the drums like this. Do you want me to start on how I think it? And then the guitar comes in and then the bass comes in. Because the bass and drums are pretty much not one and the same. They're different, but they go off each other
Right.
because it's the same thing. Bass is bass.
Right.
Um, but the
Yeah.
guitarist, he adds the treble and the mid and all that to it. And see, people don't think of how the band works. Drum
Is your
is,
timekeeper.
yes, he's the one that does beats per minute. Your bass player adds the bass in it. Your guitarist adds the treble and the mids in it. And then a violin will add high treble. And it's a form of where you're supposed to be.
Hmm.
But without them,
You
singer
ain't
wouldn't be
shit.
shit. Nope, nothing. That's why in every song I put out, I list the names of the band members because they need recognition too.
Amen.
I mean,
Well,
it's
and
not just us.
I've always thought that too. Especially, there's you have some bands and stuff that sometimes they just don't even mention their guys, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know if it's because maybe they've got band members that are more like hired guns
yeah,
because they're not really part of the band. They're just hired guns.
yeah.
But still, to me, even if you have a hired gun, what was it? Five Finger Death Punch.
Hmm.
Uh, there one guy on Five Finger Death Punch. I don't know if he's a full fledged member now, but I think when he started, if memory serves, he was nothing more than a hired gun. But yet,
Yeah,
everything that they did, music videos,
yep,
whatever, he was always a part of that
yes,
picture or the flyer or in the video, as though he was a band member,
yep,
even though he was at that time considered a quote hired gun.
yeah,
Um, if my intel's correct.
yeah. No, you're
Um,
right. I know them
but
quite well. They're amazing people.
oh man,
Yeah.
killer band too.
Oh
Just
yeah, yeah.
flipping
He's
awesome.
so laid back. He doesn't really care. Sorry, I have to look at this real quick.
No, go ahead.
My alarm went off, or
See
not
if it.
alarm, but my front door thingy.
Oh, is somebody here?
No, I just
Oh,
have to
okay.
make sure that. No
Yeah.
packages were
Oh
delivered.
yeah. Do you have a problem with porch pirates out there in
Not
Washington?
really. So our street is very quiet. We have two officers that live on it, and all of us are very Second Amendment worthy.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a guy running around the neighborhood, and he was sitting on my front lawn, and I'm like, okay. So I kept watching him. He's looking around. Then he'd get up and ride around on a skateboard, and then he'd come sit on my lawn. And I finally walked out. I said, "Can I help you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm just resting." I said, "Do you live here?" "Oh no, I'm waiting for a buddy." I said, "Where's your buddy live?" "Well, down the street." I said, "Then go down the street." I said, "That my fucking lawn ain't a public park, bro.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn."
You see a park bench on this bitch?
Yeah. And I said, "Just to let you know, if you're scoping anything out, everybody carries guns in this fucking neighborhood." And my and my neighbor, so my neighbor is Tony Pacula. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't think I do. I,
Nirvana, guitarist.
oh, I know
Yeah.
exactly who that is.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So
I can't believe I totally fucking
yeah.
forgot his last name.
So he lives next door, and his wife was sitting on the porch, and she's all, "Michael." I'm like, "What? I just gotta let everybody know."
I'm just
Keeping it.
spitting
I'm
facts.
neighborhood watch, guys.
So how long has he lived next door to you?
He's been there for a while. I moved in 5 years ago, and he was there. So I think he's been there for like 10+ years.
So what's he doing now?
He's
Is he still do stuff, or is he
oh
just
yeah,
kind of
he's
just
still got his band and stuff
does
that
he?
he plays with, and then Chris Brown, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
it Chris Brown? Yeah, Kris, right? Yeah, or Chris Brown, something like that. But he lives in Portland, so he comes up all the time. We just had a so I get involved in a lot of charitable events because I like to pay it forward. What
Oh
I've
yeah.
learned, or so it was for the uh, Youth Music Project is what it's called, and they're out of Lake Oswego or Westland or something like that. So I went to their event, and they had a bunch of Nirvana stuff. That's the theme of the whole party, and so they did that. And I'm like, hey, we need to make some more money. So I went up there, and I'm like, hey, listen, if you guys bid this much on this guitar, I will take this guitar and I will have it signed by the rest of the crew. And that bid went way up. I'm like, see, just made money for everybody for the youth project. So, and I did. And I brought it back. I had Tony sign it, and Chris signed it, and everybody signed it, and we gave it back to the owner, which was
That
kind of
is
cool.
that's cool as shit.
And I just learned about that last year. So I had a Breedlove guitar, very expensive Breedlove, and I didn't need it. I'm like, okay, I have 30 guitars. I'm sure I think there's some in my pictures on Facebook. I had 30 guitars all over my. I look like Guitar Center,
Holy shit.
and I'm like, I don't need this many. I don't even play them. I only need a few. So I was on a rampage of selling them. Well, this gentleman reached out and he said, hey, he goes, I'm just asking. He says, my son's birthday's coming up. He's struggling with some mental health issues. But I own a furniture company, so I'm not willing I don't know if you need things or maybe we can trade. And so I reached out to him, and he told me the story of his son. And I said, you know what? Yeah, I need a mattress. He goes, okay. So he brought me the adjustable mattress, and these are like $6,000, mattresses. And he's all, no, here, here, here. And so I gave him the guitar, and since then I've been mentoring him. And he went from very reclusive in playing to now he's got his own shows. He comes here every Monday. It's like a 50-minute, 60-minute drive to the bar here, and he does the open mic with them because everybody loves him. He's an amazing artist. He's still got a lot to learn, but he's doing his own shows, and he would
That's
have
fucking
never did that
cool.
if I didn't meet him because his dad said he was part of the youth project, youth music project school, and didn't really do much.
Well, he needed somebody to see the value in him and to push
Yes.
him in the
Yeah.
direction that he needed to go.
Yep. And ever since then, he's stayed out of trouble. Everything's going well. Yeah. And he's like I said, he did a mashup. It's on here. But it's Jelly Roll and Oasis. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, it's a mashup. He's just sitting here. I'm like, what? He goes, I just want to make a guitar. I'm like, okay. So he brought me the adjustable mattress, and he what are you doing? I said, wait, let's mash this up. He said, what are you talking about? I said, sing these both. He goes, okay. And he did it. And it's like, really, dude? I
Dude,
can't
that's a
do mashup.
crazy combination.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll and Oasis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's, I can't remember the song that it was for Oasis or whatever, or if that's the name of the song.
That's interesting. So while you're doing that, what's the story behind your hat? Old South Records.
So this is one that we were going to start in Alabama. Wonderwall. That's what the song's called.
Oh,
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Oh, I remember
And
that song. Yeah,
and
golly, man, it's been a long time since I heard that song, though.
yeah, and Jelly Rolls, Cowboy something or something. I can't remember what that song is either. But anyway, so I don't know if you know Bobby Hyatt. He's another really big
No, I'm
musician
not sure if I
from
do or not.
Alabama, and then
See, I'm
Caitlin.
terrible with names. I'm good with faces. Like I
Yeah.
see a face and I'm like, oh, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Kaylin Music, she's big on TikTok. Well, she kind of got out of it because she had a baby and married and all that good stuff. But we all thought about it. It's like, why not open a record label over there and charge the same price we do over here? Because
Right.
West Coast, I can pay $650 to $750 a song to get it done, mastered, ready for radio. Nashville is $2,500 to $3,500. And it's crazy. So I thought about it. I'm like, why don't we do that and open it up over there? Well, we never got a chance to, because of my health, never got a chance to go over there and get it all figured out. We will eventually, but Bobby owns the rights to the Old South Records. But it's kind of all three of us because we were with Tony G, trying to think of all the Alex G. Banks. He's one of the original. Because we all used
that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, we all used to go on TikTok and sing together. Just sit in the boxes and sing for hours. And that's how we all met.
No shit.
Yeah. And then we went to Nashville with Matt Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to go to Nashville. And I'm like, okay, let's go. That was an adventure. Love the kid. Amazing, amazing artist. But it's like taking a 2-year-old and forgetting their ADHD medicine when you go to Nashville. It was like this, taking pictures and recording that. And we'd be walking to a club and where's Matt? Bobby Self. He'd be way back there in the crowd somewhere. And we're like
snapping photos.
Yeah. And then he'd get the scooter, the little scooters you can rent. And I'm like, they charge your card for that. He goes, oh, well, cool. So he rides all around and we're like, oh, we're never going to make it on time. And then we get to the hotel and I was staying in his room and he'd be up till like 4 or 5 a.m. on his phone doing music and then falling asleep with his phone. I'm like, Matt, just go to sleep. Oh, no, I'm okay. No, you're not, dude. You're nodding off. Go to bed. And then Kaylin, of course, comes in the hotel room at 8 a.m. Come on, we're going to have breakfast. I'm like, we just got here. We had Waffle
You've been asleep
House
all of 3
hours ago. Yeah, but it was fun. They're great people. Like I said, Bobby, he's still singing out there in Alabama, doing a lot of shows. Alex is doing some new stuff. He was going through some things for a while. Kaylin, she's just kind of doing the mother thing right now, and then she'll get back into it.
Which is respectful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like
I
Shelly.
got a good friend, Kate Fitch, which she's now Kate Sparks because she got married. She's kind of the same thing. She applied for one of those shows at one point in time. But she's been on a hiatus because she's had a baby, and I don't know if she'll get back to it. I think she will. Yeah. I hope she does because she's very talented. But yeah, it's just crazy how that is. But when they get pregnant, that's the most important thing. So
absolutely,
I can't fault them at all. Family first, amen.
Yeah, yep,
yeah. Can't fault them at all for doing that. Not even a little.
So many things back in the day when you get big, and I'm gonna call him out louder than shit. Chris Daughtry, what did he do?
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he was, oh, my family, I love you. I'm never gonna leave you if I get big. What's the first thing he did?
oh,
Left,
was he gone? Gone with the
yeah,
wind?
yeah, left his family. And it's like, this ain't cool, dude. I have no respect for you. You don't leave your family because you're big, famous, and fortune, and all these girls running at you, dude. Your family is first.
Oh yeah,
That's the most
always.
important. Those are your kids. You know, it's
Yeah,
not somebody else's kids that you can just drop off.
yeah,
Those are your children. You need to take care of them. And you need to take care of your wife because she's the one that stood by you while you're going to American Idol all the time. She
yeah,
stood right beside you the whole time.
yeah.
And then you have to shit on her, and that's not cool. I don't like that.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah, like me, I'm retired, and getting into this music industry is a polar different than what it was for medicine.
Yeah.
So, like, I've had to learn everything, which I'm fortunate. I've got people like you. I've got people like Wolf and Pam, and and I've got all the fans that also help just by chatting. I got a little old lady that I talk to pretty much every day. She speaks no English, so she has to translate everything I say.
Yeah.
And she lives in Germany, but she is like, and I'm like, damn, dude, she lives in Germany. I would love to meet her because
Yeah.
she's so damn sweet and so damn cool. But she lives all the way in Germany, don't even speak English, but yet she communicates with me every day.
Yeah.
And I just think that's fucking great. But
Yep.
but once I got into this, I told everybody the same thing. I said, I want to try to learn the music industry and try
Hmm.
to do this because it's fun. It's just something entertaining.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, I'm retired.
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss on my kids like I used to
Yeah.
because it's
Absolutely.
just not
Yeah.
worth it. The money's not worth it.
No,
And of course,
that's,
right now I ain't making no money, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
That's kind of a mute issue. But
That's
um,
how I was when I was doing painting. It's, I was always out of town. I painted every bridge from, Canada to Mexico on the I-5 corridor, but I was always gone.
golly, no
And so
doubt.
you
So
miss a lot.
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd be gone because that's not just being gone for a couple weeks
No,
or
no.
a few days. You're
Yeah.
talking, you were gone for
Yep.
probably months.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I did the San Francisco Bridge 3 times. Because I don't know if you know
No
about that
shit.
bridge. Oh yeah, they start at one end and go to the other. Once they're done, they go back over. Then they do it again.
So it
All day, every day.
never ended.
Never ends. Never ends.
Golly. And
And I
how
asked
long
the
does it take to go from one end of that bitch to the other? It's got to
about
be
a
a
year.
lot.
Yeah, about a year.
Holy
Yep.
shit. Dude, that's a shit ton of painting.
Yeah. So I'd go there and help for a little bit, and then I'd come home. And then I'd go there and help for a little bit, and then come home. And then I'm like, I'm tired of painting this damn bridge. I need new scenery.
Dude, hell,
Yeah.
I bet.
But there, like I said, it was good. But yeah, no, music is pretty much my life. And going through the medical issues and the bullshit that's going. I had a little hiccup with Ellen, and if she's watching, I will tell you, didn't make any money because I don't sing and make money.
Yeah.
It's just not me. The band gets paid, or whoever's singing with me gets paid, but I'm not in it for that. I had my fame, fortune, and all that stuff. I just do it because it helps me cope with things.
Hmm.
It's therapy. It helps other people. I like to see smiles on everybody else's faces. I like them to enjoy my music. I don't do it for statue. I just do it for the love of music. If
Right.
somebody in that crowd smiles once, hey, they just had a better day because I'm up here singing because they're smiling and enjoying it. That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't need the money. And that's it. People think, oh, well, how you live. Well, that's not your business how I live.
Obviously, you're
But
living.
yeah, but I don't do it off money and singing. I
Right.
do it to, and that's why I help a lot of people. I help plenty of kids, plenty of adults. Like Matt, I'm like his right hand man. If he has a problem, he calls me, I walk him through it, and he gets it done.
Hmm.
And he's got amazing music. I think he's got a bunch out on platform now, but I do have to get him to stop doing that because he garage bands it and goes, "Oh, it's great," and he sends it out. No, dude, you don't do that. Even though it sounds good, you still don't do that. Get it
Yeah.
produced.
Yeah.
Just like the R&B song I just cut. It's like I said,
Nope, sorry.
it's different for me because it's my voice, but when rappers and R&B and stuff like that, they do use a lot of auto tune. They do use a lot of effects, and hearing it, it's like, okay, that's me, but wow, that's weird
Yeah, oh yeah.
because it's a totally different industry. It's still music, but it's not like country and rock and where you don't have auto tune and you don't do a bunch of stuff to your music because it's all
Now,
clear.
now this is going to be a dumb question, but since I don't understand this, it'll make sense, I guess. Why are people enjoying the auto tune? Because to me, auto tuning would be weird because if you're hearing yourself auto tuned on a mastered copy of a song,
Hmm.
but then you go on gigs and you sing and you don't sound the same, wouldn't
Nope.
people be like, "What the fuck?"
That's why a lot of the artists with that don't go out and sing that song.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
So they produce it, but then they're like,
Yeah.
"That's
That's why
it."
you don't see a lot of rap concerts. If you notice that, you don't see a lot of rap concerts. I mean, you got
Huh.
Tech Nine and Ice Cube and all those,
Oh
but it's
yeah,
still, it's still, if you go to their show, it doesn't sound the same.
yeah.
But now they have technology to where you can make your microphone sound any way you want. So if he's got it auto tuned, you can auto tune your mic. Like I have a pedal over here that's got, uh, what is that called? Oh, correction and doubling and all that stuff. Plus, this has auto tune, which I never use. And then it's got, I mean, you can, like, I sing In the Air Tonight,
Oh, I've heard that
and I
when you've
have,
done that. Yeah.
and see if you hear this switch. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, yeah. So I use that because it makes the sound somewhat close to it. But my buddy actually has the program that he just hits the button like karaoke. You can start it on karaoke and he can hit that button and change that microphone to sound just like the song.
No shit.
Yeah. Because that song was actually a mistake. Somebody hit the wrong button when
No
he was
fucking
recording
way.
it. Yes. He'll even tell you.
No.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. Phil Collins was not even going to put it out because he's like, okay, who screwed this up? And then they played it and he's like, okay, that's kind of cool sounding. So they put the
Dude,
song
yeah,
out.
yeah, he
Yeah.
would have been an idiot if he didn't drop that. Because
Yeah.
man, you talking about a fucking classic?
Yes. And I do the
Holy shit!
Sons of Legion backing track to it.
Sons of Legions, by the way, are actually going to be at our award show as well. I don't know if you
Are
know
they?
that. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
they're
I don't. Well,
amazing.
let me say this. Let me back up because I just overloaded my ass with my fucking foot like I normally do. They are nominated. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to show to the
Yeah.
show. I don't know for
I
sure
hope
they're
they
going
do
to do
because
I
so
don't know
cool.
them, and I think they're probably far enough. They're far enough along in this industry
Yeah.
where they ain't gonna talk to no motherfucker like me.
I don't
I'm
know.
not.
We could.
I don't
I
know.
was
I
going
don't
to
think
send
they
them
would.
my version of it just to see what they thought. Just like the new song. Like I said, Shelly has been in our band for a while. She sings with me,
Mhm.
even karaoke. We started singing together. We do faithfully together, and
And I
people just
think I've heard you do that. Didn't you do that one time from
yeah,
that
it's
chair?
in the studio here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
thought. Yeah.
yeah. I sucked that day so bad, and then she had no. Yeah, our whole system was just beginning at that point to add because I got a microphone and an iPad up there,
Hmm.
so it was just starting. So I didn't have her clear, and so we're gonna redo it. But I sang it the other day in for her because she is now off to get married also. She's moving like 2 hours away. So she's like, I'll do one more show, but after that I gotta, pick up the wifey part of it. And so we all respect that too. But
Oh
that
yeah.
girl is one amazing singer. And she doesn't even need a microphone on half the shows. She can just stand back and you can hear her. She is vocal. I
Wow.
mean, yeah. She's amazing.
It's amazing how some people just reek of talent,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and then others got to work at it,
Hmm.
you know.
But there's some songs that we need a girl on. So either we're just going to pay them per song to put them in it because,
Hmm.
Pacific Northwest, that's the newest song coming out. Um, that one has a girl in the background along with the rest of the band members. And So we have to get one. But my best friend's wife, she sings. And so we're talking to her about doing it. And she's just like it, Shelly. I mean, just like her. Very vocal, very talented, has an amazing voice.
Mm-hmm.
But, she's doing the husband, wife. They got married a couple of years ago, but they just bought a house. And so.
Yeah, boy, I bet that was not cheap right now.
Over here? No. I'd rather
Because where
move over
you're
where
at,
you're.
holy shit, I'd hate to see that
my
whole
house,
West Coast is just crazy expensive.
Yeah, because my house right now is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just 1,100 square feet. That's it. It's not very big. And then you got the garage and the neighborhood, a
So
big
your
backyard.
house is probably about the size of mine, roughly.
But it's $550,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to move over there, because it's a lot cheaper. I could buy a mansion for what I pay for.
Oh my God. I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
Because I want to move to Rockwall is where I want to move, but we'll see.
Now, do you still got your place in Colorado?
Yes. Yeah, it's actually selling. It was on TV the other day.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, for that dude that does the weirdest places or whatever like that.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was on there.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that, dude.
Yeah,
I would have watched it.
The new people that are buying it are they went on the show. I'm like, I don't want to go on there. It's just me. And they have a family, and the daughter sings amazingly. So yeah, I get to go out there. They're gonna do a show next year, not this year, but next year we're gonna do a show out there. Big old huge festival. We'll have a lot of big people singing.
Well, dude, the pictures you sent me that one time of that was an amazing.
Yeah, it's a whole town pretty much.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, it was flipping awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, I was never there, so it's like, why?
Yeah, you didn't like Verbo it or none of that crap.
No, yeah, because it gets too complicated then.
Yeah, that's cool as shit.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's just a lot of chilling right now. I won't be back out there probably till July or maybe later. It just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad things seem to be going good, and I'm glad to hear that with with everything going on in your life. No, I'm assuming that the reason that you were going to go with the Old South in Alabama recording studio, to kind of backtrack to that, I guess you were choosing that name versus the Locked and Loaded Records because you were wanting to keep your Locked and Loaded Records on the West Coast.
Yeah. Because I'm keeping that because that's who I'm with. And I've got Matt, he's part of it. There's a couple other people. One of them's not with us anymore. He's getting bigger, better. And I said, no, move on. And that's what I started it for. It's for independent artists. So that way you don't have rules and regulations. You do. All our major rules are don't do drugs, don't drink, don't be an idiot. And if you're on stage, really don't be an idiot because you're making us look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's like, just don't do that. But other than that, sing your song. Just don't forget about us little guys when you get big and you're making millions of dollars. Kick us down something. That's it. Other than that, I don't need. We were doing the percentage of songs and that just got complicated. And it's like, no, why? But it's just for them to be able to, I have a record label behind me. Then the bigger ones go, he's already signed. Ooh, but I wonder how we can get him. And then they have to negotiate because I've been in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
They have to come out here, first of all, because they're like, we'll fly down. I said, no, if you're interested, you come here. You want this person, you come and get them. We're not going down to your area and doing your thing. You come to us. We'll sit in a conference room or a restaurant or in private, and I'm going to sit in there and I'm going to tell you yes or no. Because a lot of the younger generation go, oh my God, millions of dollars. Yes. No, you got to look at the little fine print that nobody ever reads.
And I bet there's a lot
they get
50%
of your song. They get 50% of your show. They get, oh yeah, we're going to cover the bus. But at the end, that comes out of your pay, which is close to, $200,000 a year.
Oh, I was going to say, I know when I was pricing that to try to figure that avenue out, I was like, this is not even, I don't see how anyone can afford it unless you unless you're doing a shit ton of gigs. Like
Yeah.
you have to be a Struggle Jennings or higher
Yes.
to
Yeah.
be able to afford that.
Yeah. Because those guys actually own their buses. They just cash them out at $100.5 million. You know.
God
Yeah.
dang.
Or 1.5 million.
That's
Yeah. Because our
insane.
bus was 1.8 million.
And
Yeah.
then to operate, it's ridiculous. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
they only
You're
get like
spending
4 or
like
7 miles a gallon. It's
yeah, like
terrible.
my dad said, he goes to Arizona every year, and he goes, "Son, it cost me $3,000 to get to Washington to Arizona. I'd hate to have to go to New Jersey."
Golly, dude. It cost him
Yeah,
that much
yeah, $2,000, and right now, it's $6.50 a gallon for diesel,
at
and
your all's place?
yes, and $5.50 for unleaded gas, just
Oh my
87%
God.
or 87 octave or whatever.
F-
Yeah,
Jesus, Pete, dude.
yeah. So he
Like I
filled
was
up.
bitching about ours. And
How
it's
much
like
is?
I think today it was only I don't know. I think today it dropped a little. I think it was like 319 or 329 a
I'd
gallon.
love
But
to pay $3.19 a
oh my
gallon.
God. And I was bitching. Like when I go to BJ's, which is some wholesale, it's kind of like a Costco or your Sam's or whatever
Yeah,
club.
yeah,
But it's the same kind of concept. We've got one right up the street. And if I use their credit card, then I was getting gas just a couple weeks ago for like $2.59 a gallon.
yeah.
Because if I put it on the credit card, I get
Yep.
like 15% off or $15 or not dollars. It's 50. It's got to be a percentage, I guess. But anyway, whatever it is, and but I still, man, 359. I think it was last week. It was like got as high as 359 or 379, and I was like, I was bitching. And I'm like, you know what? What am I bitching for though? If I went to California, I guarantee it'd be way worse.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm
I don't
getting
know
my
how
noise.
anybody affords to even live there, but I guess you're in that category too, because I'm sure it expands all the way up to Washington. Um, yeah, I'm sure Seattle's not cheap. I'm sure it's in
Yeah. No, Seattle's very expensive here.
yeah. I could
So
only fathom what that's like.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's not cheap anywhere over here. California's even worse. I'll never live in California ever.
I don't know how anybody could afford to.
No, no. Their laws, their regulations, their gas prices,
Well, and
their
their laws are
prices.
just
Yeah, yeah,
they got some fucking weird ass shit.
yeah.
I just don't get it.
Washington's getting bad enough.
Yeah, I can only fathom.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything you would like to that you I know you've got some stuff that you can't because it's not dropped yet. So
Yeah.
we're not doing an outing party. But is there anything that you want to try to play for anybody
Yeah, I got
on
a few
here?
songs on here that are, and they're all
Now,
copyrighted. So
I was getting ready to tell you what you needed to do it, as though I need to tell you.
yeah, Facebook, I own these songs. And I'm not monetizing on here anyway. I mean, I do, but it's not. If you guys have any stars, throw it to this guy right now. Bunches of stars.
I
Trying to
need to
figure.
learn the whole star thing because I still don't understand. Like, I don't get it.
It's
But I guess you
I
got to
don't know
buy
how
them.
that works. Yeah, you
I
have
guess
to.
you have to
It's
buy
pretty
them, I
cheap.
guess.
It's like $20 for like 1,700 or something like that. And then you got the 2, the 5, the 1, the 50.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
mean
not.
like 1 star or 5 stars or
Yeah,
50
yeah, they
stars?
can. Yeah, they can throw
Oh,
you each
gotcha.
different ones.
Yeah, I need to once I start making a little something too where I'm putting
Where's
back
my
in my business,
files?
I want to start doing that and giving stars to artists and stuff.
Okay.
Especially, if I'm watching somebody like Wolf, you know, and her and
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff together. And we do that to help each other out. I get to feed off her people, she gets to feed off mine. It's kind of a win-win,
Yes.
and the
She's
only
awesome.
she's such a great lady, man. And I'll tell you what, you talk about somebody who's been unselfish to help an idiot like me learn technology. She has been pivotal. So my hats off to Wolf for sure.
Not sure where these are in here. Oh, there it is. Is that it? E3 release. I think it's 3. All right, we'll try this. Maybe.
What we're
Oh,
attempting to do is have Mike play you some of his stuff. The reason that I'm not doing it is because I only know how to do it one way, and I could not figure out how to go to his YouTube and download the shit to my computer to where I could find it on the download thing to
yeah.
where I
I'd
could
have to
pull it
send
up.
you the files, and then you got to put them in. All right,
Yeah.
here's this one's chilling in the PNW, Pacific Northwest. I kind of got it from Court. Court's got a Pacific Northwest kind of song also. You know, I think it's I was 17 or something like, or no, something different. But when he was here, I'm like, yeah, we need more Pacific Northwest songs. So I sat there and wrote it, and this is the outcome. It's been played on the radio. I don't know how many times they do it, but because they never let me know. Oh, Pacific breeze in my head. Northwest fires fill the air. Mountains stand tall as it sounds weird on here. Evergreen trees all around. Woke up this morning to the misty rain. Coffee had no need to complain. Hiking trails calling me today. Leaves brush under my feet as I make my way. Oh, where the forest meets the coast and the sky. There's no road, no trip, just take it in slow. This is my happy place. I never want to go. Passionate, seagulls flying, soft on my skin. Fairy boats glide across the water, so wide, so breaks through the clouds. Everything feels right. Northwest, where the forest meets the coast and the sky. There's no road, no street, just to get along. This is my happy place. I never want to go.
This is the first time I've heard you kind of this because this song has a little bit of that country appeal too.
Yeah. No need for a test, my time to charm. Chilling in the Pacific Northwest, where the forest meet the coast and the sky is best. No rush, no stress, just taking it slow. This is my happy place. I never want to go.
That's a cool song, dude.
She's got an amazing voice, even when she does that.
That's a fun song, and it's got a country appeal, but it's also peppy. It's got that rockish, you know, with the country, you know, undertones. So what kind of made you head towards the country route too? Because that seems, I mean, you know, with all due respect, that seems a little, it was surprising when you started going that way.
Yeah.
Because you're so bluesy. You got that beautiful blues voice. But to me, I don't know. I guess it's like judging a book without opening it up, judging it by its cover.
So
I look at you and I hear the blues, and then it's like, but then it's like, kind of going country. I'm like, wow, that's kind of it's kind of a curveball, but I like it.
Yeah. It was a fun song. It's like you said, it's amped up because I do a lot of slow stuff and I hate it. But that's just my voice, you know. But I've always had like a country. If I hold back, if I get into the grit part of my voice, that's when it turns bluesy and just, you know, the feeling part. But country that's where I started actually. I did. So what got me on The Voice was Brooks and Dunn. I sang Believe. And I sing it my own way. I don't sing it like most of my songs I sing, even in karaoke, I do it my own way.
Right.
Because it's like you want to make them your own.
Right.
Sure, you can hear that guy sing all day long, but if you sing it a different way, you get people's attention.
Right.
And so I sung Believe. And from what I was explained, when they went in, so they sit in a big conference room with laptops in front of them. And they bullshit and they talk and they listen and they go through all this music, which are hundreds of thousands of entries. But Kelly actually started that song on her computer. And then Blake got up, walked over, and said, "Who's that?" She turned her computer off. She slammed it shut. She goes, "None of your goddamn business." She goes, "I'm listening to it." So they always fought, not in a bad way, but they, so she opened it back up and they listened to it. Well, he called Brooks and Dunn and said, "You got to hear this guy sing this song. It's absolutely crazy different and crazy cool. I mean, it's kind of the same, but I do it different."
Right.
So they listened to it. He sent it to him. And I met them, um, um, Blake Shelton, all them. I've hung out with all those guys, but yeah, he had them listen to it, and they actually wrote me an email and said, "Dude, are you kidding me?" He goes, "That's amazing how you did that song." He goes, "I would have never thought." So that's kind of what got it all
Isn't
started.
it weird how
Yeah,
you can take a song that you could never think of be heard a different way,
yeah.
and then boom,
And I
there it
didn't
is.
even sing it bluesy; sang it just straight country.
That's
People,
crazy.
leave me alone. It's Matt, actually. I told you he gets a hair, and it's like Um, but yeah, that's the one that's going to come out. There's another one. We still have to mix them because they sound weird. So I take them when he throws them in the computer and he screws with a little bit. I take them out of there. He's like, "Can you quit doing that, please? Because you sound really retarded." Not shouldn't say that word, by the way.
Well,
Yeah,
you don't offend me.
yeah,
I've got a handicapped kid, so it
yeah. I
doesn't.
have men. Yeah,
I've
there's.
heard that word, and I've said that word myself a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
times.
Well, I don't know. Some people just don't like it, and it is
No,
kind of
some people
weird.
do
So
lose their shit, but it's
yeah,
But we're
yeah,
also a lot older. We came from a generation where that was not necessarily frowned upon.
yes,
Things definitely took a turn. I don't know. I swear I'll
yes,
blame it
they
on
did.
COVID. I think COVID changed
Yeah, made too
everything.
many people sit and think about too much shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's like, just leave it alone. It's been working for the last 500 years. Leave it alone. No, but we want to change the world.
Yeah, Miss Janice said that it's an absolutely amazing song, and I put yes, it is, Janice. I
Thank you,
agree.
Janice.
It's a very good song. It's just got it's a fun time appeal, but I this is the
Yeah,
first time I've heard that one, so that
yeah.
was
The
kind of
side by song, they're gonna play that at isn't that coming up? Rednecks and Paychecks, right? That's next
yeah.
month.
I think that's coming up.
Or is it over?
Uh,
No, I think
no,
it is coming up.
I don't think.
I think it's in May.
I was going to say
Yeah,
I think it's in warmer climate too.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. But then
Well, I know
again,
it's in
I've
Texas.
sent, if you're listening out there, I did send y'all stuff for our guy, keep us in mind for 2027 at least, you know. I tell you, that's a thing that I got to tip my hat to people like Pam Little, that, the booking agent.
Uh-oh. Where'd Bones go? I'm in here by myself. Hello?
Sorry, I swung my hand and I hit the mouse
Where'd you go?
and I
Now
ejected
you're muted.
myself.
Can't
I
hear you.
myself from my own podcast.
Can't hear you.
Oh, still can't hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me now?
Are you there?
Hello?
See, Wolf Bone screwed it up.
I did. I totally fucked it up.
Can't hear you. That's really weird.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
What the fuck? I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did.
In the comments, can you all hear him?
Everything is set the way it's supposed to be. Let's see. No, that ain't it. Well, fucking hell.
And nobody's answering. Kanzi?
All right. Can you hear me now?
No, can't hear you.
What the fuck? Can you hear? How about now?
I'm waiting for the comments to see if they can hear you. If they can hear me, I need to drop and come back in.
Can y'all hear me?
But you can hear me, right?
She can hear us both.
Yeah.
I don't know why
so
you.
I can't hear you. So what? So I don't know how to drop, but drop me and bring me back.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
What the fuck, man? All I did was hit my damn hand on
Yeah,
the
they
fucking
said they
mouse.
can hear you. That is weird.
I didn't even know the mouse was sitting that close, and I
Here,
tapped
so
it.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out totally, and then I'll come back in.
All right, that'll work.
Maybe. I don't know how you do this.
Here, I'll remove. There you go. Kick guest. All right, now I'm going to try to kick. I'm going to try to bring him back, folks. All right. All right, let's try that. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What the dude? I was sitting there telling them. All I did was I was sitting there talking, and of course, you all see I use my hands a lot, so it's like I swung out and I just tapped the mouse, and then I was gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
see, this time it wasn't us that left.
No, it was me.
Bones.
It was this guy. This guy fucked shit up.
Wolf, take this note down right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank God I'm back. But anyway, so sorry about that. Well, that was a big fucking.
I don't even know what we were talking about. My brain.
I don't even know what we were talking about either. I totally fucking blew that fucking.
I saw a comment down there, candies or whatever.
Let's see.
So,
Janice said, I can hear you both. And then she put why. Oh, I guess when you said I'm going to leave, she's like, why? I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, not leaving for good, at least not yet.
Okay.
I don't know
if
if
there's in here. Oh no, so it's a bot. Because they're all, well, I can come help your streams, and I.
I see all that shit all the time, and I'm like, fuck off.
I would like to work with Pam though. That'd be awesome.
Pam Little.
Yes, that would be awesome if we can figure something out. Pay her to help us get out there and do some stuff after, of course, my health improves.
No, yeah. Well, I talk to her daily, so I can mention it to her.
Okay.
And just say,
we'll pay her to kind of help us out.
Yeah, I think she would like that. So
because Sony's been blowing us up, and I'm like, no, dude, no, I don't need you booking me stuff and taking money and taking that and doing this. And it's a publishing deal, and people don't understand the difference between publishing deal and recording contract. Publishing just means they throw you out as much as they can. You're on their website, so it makes you look a little bit better. But then, it's, well, you have to pay us to get it, the audio and the lighting and sound and all this other stuff. You have to find your own. And it's like, well, why? If you're publishing me and you're helping me, then that's your job.
Right.
But then they give you 25% of whatever they make. And it's like, I get that, because it's more work doing sound and lighting and all that stuff, and getting the venue and booking the venue. But they make anywhere from $25 to $500 a ticket. Where's that money going?
Yeah.
I know to go pay for that expense, but my sound guy, he does a lot of stuff here in Portland. He doesn't charge that. He'll like $5,000 to $10,000 to set it up.
Yeah.
And that's for a small show, but they still make, 40, 50, 60,000 on the show. Where's that money going?
And that's what kills me about, and maybe I'm just ignorant, but that's what kills me about this music industry. Like, for instance, in my situation with James Luker, when I first took him on, number one, he was a solo artist, so he had no band, and we've now got a guitarist and a drummer, and we're just a 3-piece to start, and we'll just do backing tracks to bass. until we start getting gigs and start making money to where you can bring that extra mouth in to feed. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. Because obviously, I mean, it's true. I mean, every mouth you add to the equation is another mouth
Yes.
that you have to feed.
Yeah.
And, when you're trying to get these kids like him, I call him a kid, he's a young man,
Yeah.
but when I'm trying to get him into these shows, number one, I think I had about 15 shows this year, which I thought was good, being that I just started with this
Yeah.
kid in
Yeah.
January. I had 15 shows, but I had to reject all of them. Why? Because we didn't have our own sound. And I'm like,
Yes.
damn, how in the hell do they expect a young lad like him who is trying to break out in the music industry to be able to afford?
Yeah.
Because that is like, I looked into it just to get everything that we needed. So I was looking at 2 Mackie Thumps. I was looking at a soundboard, which I think I was looking at a digital. I don't think it was a Behringer. I think it was something else. And then,
Mackie boards are really good.
and maybe it might have been a
Yeah.
Mackie board too. But I looked at a board, 2 Mackie Thump speakers. I had no, we technically were going to have wedges
Hmm.
unless we had in ears. And to be honest with you, I like having in ears and then having wedges as a backup, because
Yes.
I've worked with some bands where the inner ears, all of a sudden when they failed, it's like, well, then what do you do? It's like, well,
Yeah.
switch to the fucking wedge and go on with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do they expect these kids like him to be able to afford to have their own fucking sound?
Yeah.
But it's sad when you have to reject 15 fucking gigs
Yeah.
because you don't have. And then on top of that, what they want to pay you. And it's like, dude, you also want them to have their own sound and come set it up and come run it. And it's like,
Yep.
do you realize what that would cost if you were doing a festival and you had to have a sound guy, an actual sound guy,
Anywhere from
bring in
$2,000
all
to
that shit?
$10,000.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
don't get, and
No.
all they want to pay is $500 for a 3-hour set, and it's like,
Hell no.
3-hour set
No.
for $500
And
plus
he's
you're
really
expecting
good.
them to bring their shit.
Yeah. I'm friends with him on here on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah. And
James,
he's amazing. And it's
yeah,
like,
he's good. He's a good.
500.
The
See,
kid's
we will
got
not
talent,
do
man.
any show anywhere we go. Whole band is no less than $2,500.
Right.
And if they want me with my iPad, which is some tracks, some not, it's over glorified karaoke. Pretty much is all it is, other than my songs. But
Right.
it's $150 to $200 an hour,
Right.
no less. Yeah.
Well, and
And
I don't
I
blame
bring
you.
my own sound most of the time. So the bar down the street, we've got amazing sound. We got a badass board. We've got what are those speakers?
Oh, the Q,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, QS or whatever. Yeah,
QS2 or QS something.
QSC.
Yeah, because I looked at
And
those too, but
yeah,
golly,
yeah,
man,
we
I was
have
like, no, I'll go
two.
with the Mackie Thumps.
We have two 12s downstairs and two 10s upstairs, plus the bass, and then two full boards. And I mean, that's not cheap. We're
Now,
going with a
when you run your
closer rate.
bass at your bars, are you just running one sub, or do you run
No, we can
two?
only run sub or one.
Oh, you
So
can.
we
Oh,
normally do it like Fridays or Saturday nights because we have karaoke upstairs, and not a lot of people stay downstairs. So when you have that thumping upstairs, you can't do anything downstairs. It
yeah.
rattles. So,
So
but
even with one speaker, with one, like how big of a cap is the upstairs that where you're running two speakers, one sub,
upstairs,
and then what, one or two wedges?
nope, no, we don't do any live stuff upstairs yet because
Oh,
it's
you
20.
do not.
Yeah, it's 21 and over. So we do our live stuff downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, we just figured out that we can get a drum as long as it's not crazy whole setup. If it's just standard, snare and tom and just basic, and they don't play them hard, it sounds great. But if they play them hard, we can't do it. We can do
No
it
shit.
upstairs because it's got carpet upstairs. Downstairs is concrete floors, and then we have the wood panels up in the ceiling because they're beams. So we stretch them across, and I got some more soundproof coming, like what are they called? Londons or whatever. The styrofoam.
Oh, those big like those
Yeah.
big fucking
Yeah.
foam pads.
Expensive shit. Yeah.
Yeah, those are crazy expensive for,
Yeah.
and you only get like what I don't know, like
4 or 5.
4 or 5 in a pack,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like retarded.
Yeah.
Well, there, I just did it.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
As long
very
as everybody else.
expensive.
Yeah, very expensive. But yeah, no, it's so I mean downstairs we normally do acoustics. We've got another band. It's called Friends of Northbound, and it's not really about it's a round robin session. And we're wanted all over in this area because we've got Brandy Lynn, we've got Doug Cox, Matt Smith, Wade Hendricks, me. We had Rachel Murphy, which I'm sure you probably know who that is. That's American Idol.
Yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
like the finalist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We have her, we have Kimmy, we have Shelly. So it just depends on who can play that night. But Friday nights we do it once a month. And now we're getting so big that all the bars in the whole area want us. So, but we just sit in a row and we just go one after another and sing songs and BS and, tell them about the songs and that we wrote or. And if somebody wants to play guitar instead of having to have the sound on the iPad, we just play the guitar and we sing to it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like how they do shit at the Bluebird, where they sit around and except they use their instruments, but they just pick, it's like acoustic show and they show up and they just
that's what it is
out,
here.
like a big jam session.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That's cool.
And we're going to have a songwriting thing starting in a couple months upstairs. We just sit around and write songs and then we have open mic on Monday, which those are always good. We had Tommy Two Tones here a couple weeks ago. He lives in Portland, so he comes over and jams with us.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell
I never
yeah,
really
man.
got into, that style. I mean, Jenny's an amazing song just because it's amazing. So old.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he sings, that's his song and a few other that he sings that come up. It's like, yeah, I remember that way back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was some good music back in the day, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put out, man. I don't know. That to me, I'm still kind of hung in the 70s and 80s,
Yes.
maybe 90s. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It seemed like the music scene there was just so flipping off the chain, man.
Oh, it was
Just really
phenomenal.
was.
Yeah.
It was
And it
just
was real music. It wasn't poppy country or, like Jason Jelly Roll. I call him Jason because I know him, but Jelly Roll, he has his own genre. There's a couple people that have their own genre. And it's like, it's not like back in the day where you had rock, country, blues, and, they play classic country on the radio station.
yeah.
Led Zeppelin and AC/DC and, all the old school stuff. And it's back then when you got discovered, you literally got discovered. You were playing in a bar and, Columbia Records guys scouting, traveling to all these bars all over the United States, trying to find the next big person. Now it's all social media. If you're not big on social media, you ain't nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. And
you
I
know-
guess that's a double-edged sword because I guess it's, I guess it's really good for people trying to get started.
Yeah.
Because you
yeah.
can be seen. I mean, as long as you're willing to hustle it,
Yep.
you're able to be seen on a consecutive platforms daily.
Yeah.
I mean, people could get to you. If I wanted to, I could do a podcast every fucking day if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's repetitive. The more you're
yeah.
on, the better people see you.
Which is
And
crazy.
I don't believe in the algorithm thing because I don't think it's a thing. They just say it is.
Well, that's funny you say that because I tend to agree with you. And I haven't said this too much because most of the time people are like, well, first of all, you're commenting, you have no clue. So what are you commenting on? And they're right. I don't know
Yeah.
music. So but to me, I think social media is just like everything else. I think they shut shit down if they want to.
Absolutely.
Or they amp shit up if they want to.
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think
And it doesn't
really
matter if I
matters.
go on at midnight or if I go on at 12 noon. I'll probably have the same followers in there listening to my music. Like Janice, amazing person. She's always in my stuff. She always comments on my stuff. And it's like, she's not going to care if it's now or if it's next Tuesday at 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
She will probably be there.
Yeah.
So the algorithm thing, I think, depends on who wants to listen to you. I don't think it's an algorithm. I think it's just, okay, Mike's on, Bones is on. Let's go watch. It
Yeah,
doesn't
see,
matter what time of day,
that's
unless
what
you're
I
at
think
work. I
so
mean,
too. Because a
but
lot of people were giving me shit, about they were saying, well, why the hell do you want to do podcasts at 10 in the morning? I'm like, well, first of all, I'm fucking old, man.
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah,
fucking be doing a podcast at fucking midnight or 1 in the morning. I don't want to
yeah,
fucking do that shit. I'm
no,
old.
yeah,
And I'm not doing this if I make money, it's just like what you said. If you end up making money doing this, then that's a bonus.
yeah,
But it's not.
no,
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not about money because everything is about money.
yeah,
But some people's priorities don't. The money, the dollar figure isn't the sole propulsion unit of that rocket for me.
no, no, me either.
It's in there, but it's
Mhm.
not the sole thing. That's not
Yeah,
what I'm after. And it's just like tomorrow, tomorrow I'm doing that podcast, my special needs podcast. It'll be the
yes,
second
yes,
installment. And the little girl that I'm having on, she's actually my neighbor's granddaughter, but she's got Down syndrome. And I don't know how this kid does it. I don't know how she does it, besides the fact she's just so stinking cute.
yeah,
But she has gone to so many CMA festivals and she has met more famous people than you can shake a stick at.
that is awesome.
And I'm like, you know what? It's going to be so cool to have her on and just tell her stories about how she met Lainey Wilson and how she
Yeah,
met Duck and how she met, the one of the Osmond brother, whatever his name is. It's like
Donnie.
Donnie Osmond. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's like she met him and but she's met so many people, like so many people.
yeah,
And it's just going to be neat having a special needs kid, but we're going to do it at 10 in the morning. And people are like, why the hell do you want to do it? I said, well, first of all, 10 in the morning for an autistic or a Down syndrome kid, their parents, they're probably going to be all ready to watch the show at 10.
yeah, yeah.
They'll be awake. Why
That's
the
what I
hell?
tell everybody.
know.
My hours of operation are from 11 to 7. Anytime other than that, you're not going to get a hold of me unless
Yeah.
I'm on here.
And I mean, look at you. You jumped on this podcast. Now, granted, it's for me, I started at 8 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
But that's 6 o'clock where you're at.
Yeah.
So that's dinner time for most people. And here you are
Yes.
jumping on a podcast with me because if you were to wait till 8 o'clock your time, well, fuck, it'd been 10 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
My old ass don't want to be. I don't want to
you
be on a
wanna be in
podcast
bed.
till 1 in the morning. I want to be in bed. That's right. So a lot of people have argued with me and said, "Yeah, but you're shooting yourself in the foot by going early." I said, "I really don't care." The way I
No.
see it is, if my podcast is going to ever develop into something special and good
You need to
and
be
be
on here all the time.
popular, then it doesn't fucking matter when I'm on.
Yeah.
If it's
No.
going to happen, it's going to happen because
What happens to radio? Like right now, what's on the radio? What
well,
time
the
is it?
same goddamn shit that rotates through every hour.
But when do they talk? In the morning and at noon. They don't talk at night.
No,
they
that's
play
right.
music at night. They talk
No,
in the
that's a
morning
very
and in the
dude,
afternoon.
that's an interesting point. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, that's when you hear most of the people on, like Mike and Amy, great people. They live here in Vancouver, which is about 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away. Great people. They're not on 99.5 though anymore. They went to bigger, better things in Tennessee or something like that. But they have a podcast. They're on all different times. You have to actually be on Facebook or get notifications. That's what, by the way, people, that's what notifications are for. I don't sign up with them because I get inundated with DM stuff on TikTok.
And that's same with me too, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
you're
like
right.
if-
I mean, that's
yeah.
what it's for. You
Yeah,
hit
if
the
you
bell
want
and
to-
you get the ding, something's happening.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
like, okay, Bones is going to be on at 10. It's like a radio station. I get up. Well, I got to get up early because I want to listen to the morning show on the way to work. Okay. Well, the morning show is going to happen. Well, if you want to hear Bones at 10 a.m., well, then set your notification to pop up and say, oh, okay, he's on. Whatever you're doing, if you're at work, okay, you can't listen. But if you can in your headphones, put your headphones in.
Yeah.
And listen to the podcast the whole time.
Yeah.
It's notifications.
I think that's interesting. You're one of the few people I've found that thinks the way that I do.
Yeah.
That I think the algorithmic thing is just.
No, I don't.
And people swear on it.
Yeah. I got 22,000 views on the Alien show. when we did A, which is a casino right down the way. But I did that at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I did a different one at like 10 o'clock at night. No change.
Yeah.
So I didn't hit no algorithm. It's just something people wanted to see.
Yeah. Well, and like, I don't know how true this is, but we're trying it because we're trying to see. But
Yeah.
like when we do the podcast show together where we piggyback with each other and co-host, if she's running it, what we used to do was if I was on her show, then she would launch like I did.
Mhm.
And then I would go in here and I would pick 3 things and I would launch. But what we're trying to do now is we're wondering, we got a lot of comments from people that said, well, we got notification, Wolf, that you went available, but so did Bones. And we didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
We didn't know which one to choose. We didn't know if you all were working together that day. So what we're deciding, we're trying, and we're going to see how it helps, see if it helps not the algorithm, but the amount of likes that you get or like follows or whatever, the responses is instead of me going, when she goes live on 3 platforms, if I'm on hers, then I just go and share it to like, say my Bones Enterprises LLC on Facebook. And I'm sharing the live feed on mine, but she's getting all of the, I guess, the streaming attention, and then vice versa, and see if it helps. So I don't know if it will. We're trying it for sure. It seems like it may, but I don't think the algorithm. I don't know. I just find that hard to believe. I think that the way technology is nowadays, government and these like Facebook and everything, I think they just control they just control it the way they want to do it, and you're at the mercy of them. But
yes,
and maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm wrong, oh well. That's the way I look at it. So
sorry.
No,
see,
you're
this
good.
just goes all day long.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't have notifications on shit. People are like, "Well, why don't you set notifications?" I was like, "Dude, my phone rings constantly as it is. I couldn't imagine adding notifications to it."
My dog's out there freaking out. She must have saw something on TV.
What kind of dog you got?
Great Dane.
Oh, that's a horse. That ain't a dog.
Yeah. She's.
How old is she?
She's gonna turn 7 this year. She just cut her. So I got this new little tiny couch. I think it's on my Facebook. And she's a big dog, but it's a couch for a dog. And I got it and woke up the other morning and it looked like a murder scene in my front room. And I'm like, uh-oh. So I looked everywhere. Didn't see a mark on her. I'm like, well, maybe she was sick or something. So I kept paying attention. Well, I got rid of that couch because it was no good. So I got another one and got up, came in last night. I think I sang a couple songs or something on TikTok. Came in, I'm like, she's got blood on there again. So I finally found it. It's right where her paw comes down like this. Here's her foot. This knuckle here, right in the inside here, she's got a slice. So I finally found it, but then I wrapped it, and I think I wrapped it too tight last night. Now her foot's all big and swollen. But I found it, so I have to treat it and get her going again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she's getting older. She's hurting getting up, and they don't live much past 7.
Yeah, 7 to 10. I think
everybody says it's their heart. It's not their hearts, people. It's their stomachs. So when they get older, everything starts getting swollen and their bones, but their stomach flips, and that's what gets them.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
I've heard I heard that when that happens to a dog, that's bad.
Yeah, and that's like I said. Everybody's it's their hearts. Their heart. No, their hearts is just fine. It's the twisting of their stomach because they're just tall animals. And I have their thing rose.
Oh, I was going to say, I bet you've got it jacked up, and it's probably still not.
Yeah, but it's
you
not
just
good
can't.
For 'em.
You can't get it high enough for a dog that's a horse.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd have to have literally a dog bow that's like sits 3 feet off the ground.
I mean, horses get it too. That's why you have to hang their food buckets a little higher in their hay stuff. It's just because they do too. It's because they're a tall animal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main cause of giraffe deaths too.
No shit.
If they don't have enough trees to eat, they eat off the ground and their stomach flips.
Wow, that's
Yep.
interesting. I did not know that. And that
Yeah.
does make sense, though.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yep. But yeah, no, she's doing okay. Like I said, her foot's, but she's walking on it and she's eating and she's running around. So
you know she's good. She just somehow
Yeah.
or another cut it on something.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
think so. We're putting a lot of stuff on. I just went to the store, got a bunch of Band-Aids and Neosporin, and
All that good jazz.
yeah, I was gonna feed her weed, but I don't smoke weed, so I guess it helps.
Dude,
with
could
dogs
you
and
imagine a
inflammation.
dog that big, high as balls?
Oh,
It'd be
shit,
like
yeah,
it'd be like
yeah.
a speed bump.
Yeah, I joke with everybody because she'll get these spurts of this. She just wants to run everywhere and jump all over the house, and she's big. It's literally like letting a horse in the middle of your house and playing.
Yeah.
So she jumps, and I'm like, damn it. The neighbor kids need to stop throwing their crack over the fence.
Now, have you always had Danes?
No. I normally have, like, when I was married, we had a South African Borbal or any of the Borbal family. A
So
Mastiff.
what prompted the change to the Dane? Was it
So
just
I had her
happenstance?
because I've always wanted one, and I had
Mhm.
her, and then I got divorced, moved into an apartment, and the apartment wouldn't let me have it. So then I got my house, and then the owner that I gave her to when she was young, they called and said, "Hey, we have a problem." And I'm like, "What's going on?" "Well, we can't keep Zoe." I'm like, "Why?" "Well, she tore the dog in half." I'm like, "What?" They go, "Yeah, she got irritated at the wiener dog and
No way.
finally attacked it and literally, not to be gross, but ripped the dog in half. The dog lived. They sewed it back together. But yeah,
Holy
she had
shit.
enough. So she does not get along with any dog now. Yeah.
Damn.
And plus, yeah, I mean, if you come through my front door and I'm not home, it's not a good day. But if you come through the garage door and I'm not home, she's okay because she knows it's okay.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. Just don't come in my house.
So like when you have buddies and stuff come over to the house, do you pretty much they always just come through the garage?
Yes, they have to come through. One of my best friends tested that theory. I was in the shower and I said, "Go through the garage." And I gave him the code and everything. And he said, because my house is like Fort Knox. You know, I got
Mhm.
cameras everywhere. I got ADT or whatever, and I got guns and dogs and no.
Right.
But I said, "Come through the garage." He goes, "Oh, she won't do that. She loves me." No, I'm in the shower, and all of a sudden she is going off, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" So I grab my robe and put it on, and she's got him cornered between the garage door and the front door by each other. She had him cornered, just about ready to eat him. And I looked at her, I yelled at her, and she finally snapped out of it. And I said, "Now go out the front door." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Don't, because she will watch you the whole time she's in here."
Right. Yeah,
So
leave and then come through the garage and you'll be good.
And she did. And he came through there and she was fine. She's like, "Oh, hey," instantly. Like, "Oh, hey, how are you?"
That is
Yeah.
so fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
But if you don't, and she doesn't care for you, she will watch you like a hawk. And if any girl comes down this hallway, she freaks out. She barks the whole time.
No shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she doesn't like people back here.
Well,
Especially girls. And I'm
they're
like,
fucking with
I don't,
their
because I don't
her
date.
Man. They're
Yeah,
fucking with her.
yeah,
Brad, the guy
absolutely.
that takes care of her. It's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah,
Get
it's
on.
like, you ain't taking over. Because I don't date or do any of that. I've been single for a long time, and I don't plan on doing anything. So,
well, you got to get, I guess, I get all the other
yeah,
important stuff out of the way first.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
as you know what's going on, it's just not fair to anybody else to have to go through it.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole falling in love and then, oh, bye.
Yeah. Well,
So,
hopefully, God willing, that
Yeah.
it never comes to that.
absolutely.
I hope not.
Yeah. Well, I will let you go to bed because I know it's late there. What time is it there? 7,
I think
10?
it's now 10:20. So
Yeah.
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 But brother, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Well, first of all, I'm also glad I've talked to you on the phone, obviously,
Yeah.
a multitude of times, but to actually be able to sit here and watch the screen and see your face,
Absolutely. Yeah.
this is as close, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got to an
Yep.
actual like physical
Meeting.
meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is as close as we've gotten until November of this year. So
Yes.
definitely, just a quick plug before we get off. Mike Clasey is going to make his attempt to come down in November 14th to Oak Grove, Tennessee at the historic Oak Grove Theater, which if y'all haven't been there or seen that place, it's actually a really cool looking, it's a beautiful looking venue.
Yeah.
It really is. Pamela's told me all about the inside, but we are very excited to where we can actually meet and hang out with him and actually have just a good fucking time. So I really hope that everything stays according to plan and I get a chance to meet him. But for all of those who are wanting to know what we're talking about, go to www.southernlightsentertainment.com. You'll be able to see all the people who've been nominated for various things. Sons of Legions is another one that has been. Now, I don't know if they're going to be there, but I hope they do too, because that would be cool. But anyway, there's a lot of other great bands that are going to be there, and already several that I've already started interviewing. I'm going to try to get all of them interviewed between now and the time of the show of anybody that wants to participate on the Bones Unfiltered podcast. Please reach out and let me know if you want to be on the show. I would greatly appreciate the help. I know it's not a Joe Rogan yet, but you never know what could happen. One of these days it could be, or one of these days it could not. And you were just on some random dude's podcast. Either way. But Mike, tell everybody, where can they find you? Where can they check you out? Because especially if you love blues, this guy's got a blues voice. There is no mistaking. It's kind of like when you hear Tumblr sing, the way that his voice was.
Yes.
Very bluesy. You know what you're hearing. The blues is some killer music, man. It's really good stuff.
It just sucks that
tell
it's
everybody,
not as
where
popular.
can they find you, Mike?
You can go on all social medias under Mike Clasey Music, on all platforms. I have one song on all platforms, but most of my music is on my social media that I sing. There's a lot of covers. There's some random stuff on there. My whole album doesn't come out for a couple months, but it's going to be like 17 songs, so it'll be a big one.
That's going to be awesome.
But yeah,
now,
make sure
which album number is that? Will that be
the first one?
That'll be the first one.
Yep, first. Yeah, I have a single out there. It's just not me. I mean, I sang it. It's a good song. Everybody loves the song. It makes them all cry. And that was not my intention, but
Right.
Yeah, but it's out on all platforms. But yeah, it's gonna be a whole new album, and hopefully things take off. Pacific Northwest is on a bunch of radio stations. I don't know which ones because I don't ever hear it, and they don't send the tracks to you anymore. Like when they used to do the clips of when you're on, they don't send those to you anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just
I would imagine. I mean, I don't know. I would imagine you probably don't sit around and want to listen to yourself.
No.
So
no.
I mean, I get it. It's like, oh, I'm on the radio. Well, that's cool. I'm not going to hear it. Why? Because that's me.
Yeah.
I guess hearing it the first time would be cool because you're like, holy shit, I'm actually on the fucking radio.
Yeah.
It's like, wow,
it's
cool.
fun to show your family that kind of stuff, but throw me some Johnny Cash. I don't want to hear myself.
Right. So there you have it, guys and gals. Check him out. He's on all. You can find him on all sorts of social medias. You can find him on. I'm sure. Are you going to be? You're on shit. I just had a brain fart. What it's called? Spotify.
Spotify
and
Apple Music,
Amazon, and all that good jazz.
Yes.
So definitely check him out on all those platforms as well. This guy is awesome. He's got such a big heart. He does so much shit for charity for the youth of America, at least in his neck of the woods anyway.
Yes.
He does so much stuff. So you got to tip your hat. You got to respect somebody who is trying to elevate our youth. Because our youth are the ones that are going to run this country and they're going to take care of us in the end. And we got to elevate our people. We got to take care of our youth. And he is definitely an advocate for the youth. He's an advocate for artists that are trying to break free and get big. He owns Locked and Loaded Records again. And again, that's for bands that are trying to, they want somebody that's not going to take advantage of them
Yes.
and not just out for that almighty dollar.
Yep.
This guy can produce shit, and he's not going to rape new kids and new
No.
women that are out there trying to get big.
Yeah.
So
We're
check
all
him
about
out.
we're all about the artists. We don't care about our income. We're all about the artists. I mean, my producer, of course, we got to pay that guy, but
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's
that's
free, but
no, yeah.
you
But
get
no,
a
we
heck
just
of a lot better deal
yeah,
dealing with
it's just
somebody like him.
the youth is important and music is important. And with all these schools getting rid of band programs and singing and choir and all even the theater, they're, drama classes aren't hardly happening anymore. We're trying to keep it so you're staying in it. And if it's your own way of doing it on social platforms, then let's do it that way. Because like
Yeah.
I said, it's coming out of the schools, which shouldn't be, but apparently schools want a lot of money for everything. So
Yeah.
we're here
Nah,
to
I
help
know.
you get through that.
I know ours do, and
Yeah.
locally.
Oh yeah.
And
Especially with a special needs kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's crazy because they think the world's going to end. Oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
with special needs, we need so much more. No, you don't. Just get a
No.
teacher who can handle them. It's
Oh,
real
yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you got every now and again they'll have some issues, but for the most part, man,
Yeah.
I've done Special Olympics now for 8 years, and I've coached 3 different events, and I tell you what, there's one thing about those kids that's just absolutely amazing is if you want to see what true sportsmanship is and true what's the word I'm looking for? Where you
Determination.
oh my God,
Yeah.
that's
They're
huge.
determined. They want to
They
win.
are so determined.
They're not going to be
But
rude about it, but they want to
exactly,
win.
they want to
wanna
win. They are
try.
competitive as hell. But
Yes.
boy, I tell you what, they also will stop and help somebody up, or they'll
Yeah.
stop and say, "Hey, you did a good job. That was a good basket." Even though they just got scored on by the other team, they
Yeah.
still they love everybody. And
Yes.
not to mention,
Yes.
man, I've got one kid, and he's almost my age, but I've got one kid that is literally, he texts me every day of my life to tell me how my day's going, and then at night to tell me he's going to bed and tell me he loves me.
That's awesome.
Every day of my life for as long as I've known this kid, he texts
That is
me.
awesome.
And sometimes it gets frustrating, but you catch yourself getting frustrated, especially if you're having a bad day, because you're like, God, the phone's going off again.
Yeah.
But then you see it's him, and you're like, damn, sometimes I get frustrated over little stupid trivial shit. But then I sit there and think to myself, but this kid remembers me. Like his screensaver is me and Struggle Jennings of all people.
That's
I'm like, why the hell
awesome.
did you choose me, dude? Me, when I got a picture taken with Struggle Jennings,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I am nobody, and you want me as your screensaver. But that just shows the love and respect that they have. Is just
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
And I love it. So I'm very moved by your generosity, the way you take care of kids, even the ones that aren't special needs. I mean, he's doing like your average everyday YMCA kid that's growing up that maybe doesn't have a dad, and he's doing stuff to try to help the youth of America, and that is phenomenal.
And if they don't have a guitar, we get them a guitar. Somehow we get it, because even the normal, like Matt, he's normal and he's very good, but he still needs direction. That's why I work with him. It's like, okay, maybe you should do this and this and this. And if that don't work, do this, this, and this. And then he does it, and then it's and he has bad
so
days.
awesome.
I'm telling you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm sure he does.
But his
hell,
good days are
we
good.
all have bad days, though.
He just opened for
shit I didn't mean.
Brandon Hart. He just opened for him.
No shit.
Yeah. And it's like,
Dude,
that's
cool.
Dude,
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that you're there.
Yeah.
Kind of showing him the ropes, because that's the thing. It's just like my youngest son, and even me. It's like, I wanted to play instruments, but it costs so damn much money for lessons.
Yes.
And you got to drive somewhere. So unless you knew somebody that was willing to kind of teach you to pay it forward, that because there are still some people like that outlaw Tennessee or Outlaw Whiskey, excuse me, that I had
Yeah.
on the other day. I mean,
Yeah.
that's their guitars.
Amazing guys.
He'll
Amazing
he'll
music
help
too.
he'll help kids or people that want to learn how to play the guitar. And
Yeah.
he said the reason I help them for nothing is because I expect them that when they learn and they get good, that they show that knowledge to someone else to carry it on.
Absolutely.
And that's a
Yep.
fucking cool way of looking at it.
Yeah.
But that's hard to find. So other than that, it's like, man, you either got to have a lot of money to be able to afford lessons and you got to drive to it, or you got to know somebody.
Yeah.
So, and then like in this kid's situation you're talking about, I mean, he's blessed to have you in his life and you're mentoring this kid and you're sharing knowledge that he may not have ever come across.
Yeah. And now everybody is, when he comes to the open mic night, Brandy is, Tommy is, I mean, all the musicians there say, hey, we're here to help you. And they help him. And
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude.
And it doesn't cost them anything and it doesn't cost him anything. It's just, hey, this is what you should do, or this is how you should do it. Try it. And now, like I said, he's got his own shows coming up.
That is
and he would have
awesome.
never did that. Ever. His dad said the same thing. He goes, he would have never did it. He would have just played and then gave it up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And because of somebody like you that, because sometimes too, it's not, you could have like the greatest dad in the world, but a lot of times the son looks at the dad and it isn't always on board, sometimes that rebellious, like, well, I don't need you telling me how to do everything,
My dad's my worst critic. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He is rough too. He's not like, well, son, no, he's like, it sucks. Okay.
Yeah, thanks. let me pick my nuts up that you just kicked out of my.
Yeah. But it's worth it though, because it's like, hey, he's proud of me. He just wants me to do better. That's all it is.
That's the way
and I'm not here for, like I said, the statue and I do what I do because I want to help, not because I want anything out of it. If I helped him and he just gave it up, I didn't do bad. And
no, you tried.
I'm not going to force him.
No,
it's just I'm going to help as much as I can. And it's not because I'm a great guy and wonderful, and no, it's because I want him to succeed. I don't want him to go and say, well, Mike taught me, he's such a great guy, thank you. No, I want him to go out and play a really good show. That's what thanks me.
Oh yeah.
It's that he's succeeding, or the next person or the next person. That's all that thanks me. It doesn't make me, 2-ton Martha. It shows me that I do have some input that helps.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. It's my self-gratification, not for anybody else.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
If I'm, happy that he got that far, that's me. If everybody else praises me for it, well, thank you, but there's no need. I did what I did because I wanted to feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys and gals.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me up here.
No, dude, brother, I really appreciate you being on it. Wolf wants to have you on sometime and interview you as well, and I definitely would love that as well, because I think the world of you. I always have since we met. I'm very blessed to know you.
Yeah, and you've helped a lot. You taught me stuff I didn't know.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, and the podcast, it's going to get bigger. I'm going to throw it out there all the time, and
I appreciate
it's
that.
all
And I think it's going to get bigger too. I really enjoy it, and I think it'll help. I think it's going to help also with James Luker, because I told him, I said, dude, if I can make myself more known too, then when I'm helping Pam send email, because I still, even though she's booking for us, I'll still want to help.
Yeah.
Because the way I see it is, it takes a whole village. So she's only one woman. She's superwoman, but she can't be everywhere. So it's like, if you jump in and help her and you're trying to get stuff for your guys, then it just increases the odds.
Yeah.
But like I told him, if they know who I am a little better, they might take me a little more serious. But
absolutely.
Nobody knows.
I'll throw some stuff at her for over here.
And I'll say something to her about it. And if you're cool, if you're cool with it, can I give her your phone number, or do you not want me to? Okay.
No, that's fine.
I'll always ask that. I don't ever give out people's numbers until I get verbal confirmation. It's funny. I even did it to Pam, and she's like, Bones, I'm a booking agent. of course you can give them my number. And I was like, well, I still want to know, man, because
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
respect.
it's respect. I don't fuck around with nobody's phone. Everybody's phone number is sacred. Even though
Yes.
she's like, well, honey, mine's all over the internet. I'm like, yeah, mine is too.
Yeah.
So it's true. I mean, everybody's like, why the hell did you use your personal phone for doing the band shit? Why didn't you get another phone? I was like, because another phone would have cost me another monthly bill every fucking month. And when
I do have another one, but I never use it. And it's like, I got to start changing. But it's like, it's easier if they have my own number. You know why? I don't care if they call me 20 times. I'm going to hang up 20 times.
Yeah. Well, that's true. And nowadays, phones are so easy to where if somebody's harassing the fuck out of you, just block them.
Yeah. Like,
you know,
bye.
and you can unblock them later or you can not. And whereas back in the old rotary days, you didn't know who the fuck was calling until you picked it up. And then if they didn't say nothing,
hello?
then you
Who's
know.
this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't give you caller ID back then.
No. And there was no blocking a motherfucker.
If it was your girlfriend though, because okay, call me at 6:30. My brother should be off the phone at 6:30.
And then God, remember when dial-up happened?
Oh yeah.
Your brother or you try to get on the internet, your parents are on the phone calling, they were bitching, what the fuck? Get out the goddamn.
Absolutely.
Not anymore.
No. Yeah, kids are seeing stuff they shouldn't even be able to see.
Oh my gosh, you ain't wrong. That's another whole other story right there.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, guys and gals, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please check out Mike Clasey. Such a talented, such a gifted, just such a great dude. I mean, we need good people, and he's definitely one of them. So check him out, please. Give him stars, give him likes, give him checks. Just check everything. Listen to his music. You never know. He may be your next blues guy because he definitely does the blues and does it good.
Yes, thank you.
So, and then, brother, thanks for taking time out of your day to hang with me and bullshit about.
It was fun, like always.
But oh hell
and
yeah!
If you're not following Bones, follow him because his podcasts are awesome.
Thank you so much. And I definitely need the follows. That helps me reach
and follow
new
Wolf
people.
Also,
because, and follow Wolf too.
You're going to be addicted to her laugh.
She does got a good laugh, man.
Yes,
I like her laugh. I do too. Yeah, somebody said that. It might have been it was probably you that said it, but somebody said it on a podcast the other day. But they said they loved her.
Kathleen, is that right?
Oh, it was Kathleen. That's right, Miss Kathleen.
And I'm like, yeah, she does have a good laugh.
Yeah,
and you guys get along so well. It's like brother and sister with you guys.
Oh yeah, she's she's really cool. She's a good lady. I really like her. And like I say, I gotta tip my hat to her because she's taught me shit that I never would have thought I would have known about technology. Her and Pam both have been just pivotal with teaching me all sorts of stuff about technology. I couldn't do it without either one of them. Pam wanted me to do a radio thing, but it costs a damn much money per month to have your own internet radio. But I was like, yeah, that would be fun. I'd love to make my own radio station and have what I want on it. But then again,
it's only like $10 a month.
When I wrote EMS, I had the old school classic iPod, the one with the screen and the fucking dial. It was like but people would laugh at me all the time because I'd pop in my iPod in the ambulance and we'd be driving down the road and Slayer would come on and we're fucking slamming to Slayer. We're like, oh! And then all of a sudden the song ends and it's fucking, I don't know. It would be like George Strait. And they're like, what the fuck, dude? We just listened to Slayer. Now it's George Strait. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's it? Oh, you got some goddamn NWA just came on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And now it's Taylor fucking Swift. It's like, what the fuck is going on in this truck? And I'm like, that's my iPod, man. I said, I cannot put any music. I cannot put on an album and do the whole album.
No.
I have to put every time I get in my truck, it has to shuffle because I don't know what I'm going to get. Yeah. So it's like whatever pops up is the goodness for the day.
Yes.
And when you reset it, you don't know you never know.
It starts over again. Yeah.
It starts all over. It could be different songs. It could be songs you haven't heard.
Because I watch movies and that's what I take off of movies. I'll hear a song and I'll, Siri, what is this? And it'll find it and I'll download the whole album and put it in my playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
way, but it may take you a month of Sundays to get through the whole album because you got to wait for it to randomly.
Yeah, but I won't listen to the whole album like you though. it'll come on. I'm like, yeah, I remember that song. I remember that movie. And then I listen
Yeah.
to it, and then something different comes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
buddy,
way
thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate
And make
you
sure
too,
you
brother.
follow him and listen to his podcasts.
And then keep me posted on, the one
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
please.
I will.
Because I keep you right here all the
Yes,
time.
absolutely. Yes, I
So
will do
definitely
that.
keep me going, man.
And I'll throw some big hitters your way and get you some more interviews with
Hell yeah.
some other people. I'm
I
sure Matt
appreciate
would
it.
have fun doing it. And he's got quite the following. And I don't know if you know Wreck Outlaw. He as long as he's normal, but it's
As long as he's normal.
unfiltered. So we're
Well,
good.
I mean, it's unfiltered.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about as abnormal as they come.
But he's so cool. He has so much knowledge about songwriting and music, and he's played with some heavy hitters too.
And see, that's what I loved about your
Yeah.
show today too. Is it was very interesting because I learned a lot of shit that I mean,
Yeah.
soundboards. I mean, you talk shit that's way over my fucking head, but I loved it, man.
Yeah.
Because I love just being like a sponge and trying to absorb all that.
Absolutely.
And trying to learn something new. That's the goal for me. The goal for me is not to be rich, but the goal for me is to, when I'm dead and gone, I want to be remembered for longer than 5 minutes.
Yes. That's why
what
I tell
I want.
everybody.
I want to be a
rather
part of something.
Die a legend than a fucking superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would like.
Yep.
I want to be remembered for not only the medicine and EMS shit, but I want to, it's like, wow, he taught himself how to manage a band. Now, was he the best? No. And I don't have to be the best. I just want to be remembered. I just want to be people to go, hey, he was a good dude.
Yep.
He's cool.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
but anyway,
I appreciate you.
Much love and respect, my brother. And we will, I know we'll talk and we'll see each other soon. So, but thanks again for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate
you.
Much love. Everybody, have a great night. Peace.